Check it out, butthead. Porta potties.
Cool. I gotta take a dump. Where's the toilet?
Forgive me, Father. I've sinned. I slept with a woman, and
Really? Was she naked?
well, yes, Father. Please forgive me.
Cool. Could you, like, see her boobs?
I'm sorry. How many Hail Marys?
1,000. And I want you to hit yourself right now.
Now?
Yeah. Do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Harder.
Oh.
Do it again. No.
Round 1, fight!
What's up, guys? Welcome to a special edition of Tournament Fights. I'm here live in the studio with Chris Scott, the Casablanca Kid. I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we are here tonight to celebrate the top 128 movies from Mr. Chris Scott. So as always, this will be a three-part series. This is episode number 221, and yeah, we'll be having a episode tonight, and then on that'll be part 1, and then part 2 will be on Friday, and then we'll let you guys know when we're going to do the championship episode, because it all depends on Chris's schedule. But as always, these three-part series go. It'll be the Sweet 16 from part 1 and part 2, and that'll make up the championship episode. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. It should be a great time. And you may not be as surprised or shocked by Chris's picks as you might think, but you might be. Just depends. I mean, there are a few funny ones, but not too many of them, you know. So
some of them are pretty common. I don't obviously get to usually comment, man, but dude, let's roll this thing. I'm excited to talk about my 128 movies.
Yeah. So let's do it. I mean, you know me. The Casablanca Kid, but let's bring in some of our other guests. We'll start with my co-host, as always. We have Mr. Austin Pez Howell. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, not as many super crazy picks, but a few out there ones, but not as nutty as you might think. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see which bracket Casablanca shows up in.
Yeah. And then we also have joining us, we have Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. I can't wait to see where my if my randomizer's going to love Chris or hate Chris.
Yeah, right. We'll see if the randomizer's kind to him or not tonight. But when we also have joining us, we have Brian Nussbaum in the house.
Hey,
welcome in, Brian.
Sure, that's Chris. I mean, that was Chris with his long beard. This looks like a whole different person.
Right? Who is this person?
But yeah, right. No beard tonight.
Good to be here and hoping, fingers crossed, funny was Beavis by Two American Funny was a tournament.
Yeah, and I totally forgot about that scene from Beavis and Butthead. That was so good. Yeah,
so funny.
Great stuff. So yeah. I don't know if we have Richie yet. Or
not yet, but I'll keep an eye out for him. Yeah, we can get started without him.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm ready to jump into this thing. So Austin, when you say you break it down for any first timers or newcomers and let them know how it's going to work.
So Malcolm took care of the bracket tonight. Chris sent Malcolm his 128 list. Malcolm split them up and then randomized them up. Got him in a bracket here tonight. Like Jordan said, we'll take the Sweet 16 from tonight and the Sweet 16 from Friday. And those will go into the finals. And yeah, we'll just see which wacky ones win part 1, part 2, and the championship. But other than that, you guys know the drill. Just keep it fairly brief and quick, and let's keep it on moving. But I don't know if I have any clips for you, Chris. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Seinfeld, Commando, The Mask. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all good.
Yeah. This is every time.
Any of those will work.
This is every time Chris sees an escape room, he looks at his 128.
So
and he
you know
goes,
what? You just made the list.
Oh no! Oh, here we go.
All right.
I think that's it, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. Sounds good. We'll see what we got. Ooh.
Versus See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Interesting. I like the poster he's Malcolm from Mary Poppins.
Yes.
That's a cool poster.
Yeah, that is cool. So
Right.
yeah, as always, we'll start at the bottom of the list. So we'll go to Brian first, and which one you want to vote for here?
Yeah, it's interesting. Mary Poppins is in my top 10. A great musical, great music by the Sherman Brothers. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I mean, look at the poster. It describes what the movie's about. You know what? We see Mary Poppins a lot. Show some love to See No Evil, Hear No Evil, actually. It never shows up here on Tournament Fights.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I've never seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't got around to seeing it. But Mary Poppins is a classic. I love it. So Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I've seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I have a Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder like little set thing that has like that and Stir Crazy and Silver Streak and a couple of those movies. Yeah, it's a fun little set. It's a decent movie. But yeah, Mary Poppins has been a favorite since I was a kid. So yeah, I kind of have to go Mary Poppins here.
Yeah. Well, Chris,
I'm gonna give a little love to See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I remember seeing it when I was younger, probably way too young to really get the jokes. Then I remember later on seeing it again. Like I've probably seen this movie half a dozen times, if not more. It just sort of gets something new from it. Awesome comedy duo. I mean, I like Mary Poppins definitely, but I got to give some love also to See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I tried to watch a couple for Chris's 120. I didn't get to See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I still haven't seen it, but apparently Kevin Spacey's in it, I guess. He must be like
at least somewhere. I don't remember where.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a big Gene Wilder fan. I also love Richard Pryor. I think they're both really good, but yeah. I was just watching Mary Poppins the other day because I went up to my family's cabin while I was on vacation, and my friend's cabin down in Utah in the Provo Canyon near Park City. And when I walked to the door, they were watching Mary Poppins. So I'm like, this is a good time. And I just sat down and finished it. And yeah, Mary Poppins is awesome. And I started right in the part where all the animation comes in. They have all those animated creatures dancing around. Forgot how much animation that they actually have in there. So yeah, and it's a lot of fun. So I'll go Mary Poppins.
All right. So Mary Poppins, well.
If you haven't seen it yet, you do the Gene Wilder documentaries on Netflix. If you haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet.
And See No Evil, Hear No Evil was a weird third sequel to the Kane, horror franchise. I thought bringing in Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder was like a strange,
It's a straight twist. Yeah,
it's really weird.
Yeah.
You got Flatliners up against the Peanuts movie.
Mm.
All right,
Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Flatliners. If I haven't, it's probably one it's probably one I should watch by Sunday because we're doing Kevin Bacon movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's very helpful.
But Peanuts movie is great. Like I've all grown up with the Snoopy comics and that, and just something that I've always loved. And I think the Peanuts movie is just a lovely to the comics. So I'm going to go the Peanuts movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Austin, what do you say?
Did you guys know Kiefer Sutherland was in 24?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a star. Of
I had
that
no
show.
idea.
Yeah.
I saw that whole series and didn't even see him.
I know.
No idea.
Yeah, he did this movie beforehand. It was crazy. Yeah, no, Flatliners is okay. I think it's kind of a better premise than a movie, but I'm glad you like it a little more. Yeah, the Peanuts movie's cute. And speaking of cute, how's it going, Richie?
There he is.
Cute. There he is.
Oh, sorry, I meant to say your dog. My bad.
Is that your cute?
Sure, she'll paw at you 2.5 hours in.
Yeah.
So, all right, Chris.
So I'm gonna definitely go Peanuts here. I absolutely love Snoopy and everything about it, and this movie was everything I could want from a Snoopy animated movie. All the characters in there, and they did such a good job. and it's so funny. And I definitely think like I probably enjoyed it a lot more in theaters than a lot of kids beside me. Like I was the one getting excited about stuff, and he was nice enough to hook me up with a cool movie poster, which I still need to get framed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Peanuts here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I got the movie poster when I worked for back at one of my movie theaters, so I gave that to Chris. And yeah, like Flatliners, it's okay. I mean, we did We Love Movies once, and we talked about Flatliners, but I kind of felt like we were kind of running out of stuff to talk about because I don't know, it's just like a lot cooler sounding on paper to me than like what it actually is. But the Peanuts movie just gives you more the Peanuts gang that you know and love, and that was the first movie I ever took my niece, my very first niece that I ever had, to go see. And after the movie, we were just dancing. They got that like Meghan Trainor song at the end, and like she was 2 years old, just dancing around, having a great time. It was a fun memory, so I'll go with Peanuts. But Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, Flatliners is all right. Certainly better than the remake. But yeah, Peanuts movie is a lot of fun. It's charming. I'm surprised they didn't do any follow-ups to it.
Yes,
but
I
yeah.
agree.
So yeah, I'll go Peanuts movie for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And Brian?
Yep, I'll also go the PS movie. It's such a good surprise, actually. It's great use of animation for different scenes. You get the archive voice of Bill Melendez doing the voice of Snoopy and Woodstock. Also, good use of subplot for Snoopy and Red Baron. And it's a lot of fun, so I'll go with PS movie.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that one went forward away. I'm happy. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Was that the first matchup or not?
The
second match. Yeah. Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry after Christmas Vacation.
Ooh, two pretty hardcore movies. Yeah.
All right. Was it me first? Yeah. It's funny. I feel like I've seen Charlton Copley in a lot of stuff lately. He's in Hardcore Henry because he was in Monkey Man, and then he was in. What the hell? No, what else was he even recently?
He was in A Boy Kills World.
Yeah, that's right. It seemed like it's like two kind of similar movies, and he was in both of them, both playing like a hype man. Like it was kind of weird. But yeah, he's kind of doing the same thing in Hardcore Henry. He plays like 3 different roles, but I like the first person stuff. Yeah, like the video gaming kind of stuff. And you know what? It's not Christmas yet, so I'll go Hardcore Henry.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you say?
Wow, I never thought I'd get to actually vote this forward and hear you say positive things about Hardcore Henry.
I like Hardcore Henry. I think it's fun.
I loved Hardcore Henry. My buddy Spencer actually was one that introduced me to initially. I remember seeing the trailer this time thinking, what, this looks stupid as hell. And I had so much fun. It was a fun story. Like, it was surprised it actually had like a fun story to it. And the practical and the stunts were ridiculous. Yeah, it's an awesome movie. I mean, at Christmas Vacation, it's a staple. I love that freaking movie. I'm glad it owned on 4K. But yeah, Hardcore Henry.
The director of Hardcore Henry, by the way, Chris directed another movie that's on the bracket tonight.
Oh, really? What was that?
Nobody.
We'll get to it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this one's interesting because I have a lot of love for Christmas Vacation. It's in my top 64. I think that it rules. That for me, it's the best of the vacation movies, and like it's the best Cousin Eddie stuff. You throw in Aunt Bethany, like she always. It's fun to quote. Is this the airport clock? Is your house on fire? Like all that, and then
Rusty sells Davy.
Yeah, right. Exactly, and then for me, I think it has the best version of Rusty with Johnny Galecki, all that stuff. So. I mean, Hardcore Henry's fun. I find it a little gimmicky. I mean, kind of, but because it played in a movie theater when I worked at one, and like nobody went to go see it. That theater was empty for almost its whole run. So, but it's not bad. It is still fun. But I'm a Christmas Vacation fan, so I'm gonna vote for that. Richie, what do you say?
I did it again. I took a mouthful when about to talk.
Good God, Richie.
No, I'm good. I'm good now. Yeah. Screw yourselves. Yeah, I don't mind Hardcore Henry. Yeah, I like they're sort of like the first person shooter vibe. But they actually briefly there was a segment on Bad Boys 4 where they had that segment. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
but-
they did.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was one of the cooler moments in the film. But yeah, and Christmas Vacation's fun. I do prefer the first one over Christmas Vacation. You know, and I thought because it doesn't go through that often. I'll give some love to Hardcore Henry. Why not?
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, true fact. The actress who played Aunt Bethany was the original voice of Babe Boop, actually. True fact there. And also you get William Hickey,
Yeah,
who,
Betty Boop,
will show up as later on. He's in Never for Christmas. I think will be on this list. But yeah, I'll go Christmas Vacation. This was my second favorite vacation. And plus, a few weeks, last month I met two of the cast members, Cherry Chase and Bernie Angelo at convention. So Christmas Vacation gets my vote.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, Malcolm, what do you say?
So is Hardcore Henry the biopic about the WCW wrestler known as Hardcore Hack? I knew also would be the only one to probably get that.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, Sandman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, Richie knows who that is. Yeah, Hardcore Hack. Yeah. See, get it? Because Eric Bischoff thinks he's a hack, so he called him Hardcore Hack. Get it?
I get it.
He called Hugh Morris because humorous. See, it's funny. It's like General Erection. See, that was a real gimmick. We could do that in our bad gimmick draft. Anyways, go ahead, Bob.
but anyway, I haven't seen Hardcore Henry. When it comes to, I'm not a big fan of first person. I like it in small bits, like Bad Boys for Life and even in Doom. I think it was done really well. But overall, as a whole movie, I just haven't got around to pick out the characters and watch it. But I love Christmas Vacation, so Christmas Vacation.
Okay, it's a tie to Richie. We'll start with you.
Hardcore Henry.
Yes.
All right.
Bang bang. Pew pew.
Right.
Pew pew.
Got The Fog versus Shawshank Redemption.
Interesting. Okay. Chris.
This is actually really tough. So I don't know why I was late to the original The Fog, but I did see it this last year for the first time. The movie's so damn good. The music's awesome. The acting's incredible. The practical effects are just incredible. God, it's tough though because it's up against Shawshank Redemption. The movie's so good. You know what? I'm gonna give some love to The Fog because I feel like Shawshank Redemption has probably gone all the way a couple times.
Yeah. Well, the Shawshank Redemption has grown for me over time. Like when I first saw it, I was just kind of like, I don't get the hype for this, but like over time, I actually have realized like how good it is, and it's a great.
Because you just have to watch it 100 times on TNT, like we all did in the 90s.
Yeah, right. Because it came on all the time.
Yeah.
Get the lights on over there. But The Fog, though, I watched it for the first time last year, and that movie is really, really cool. It was a really cool atmospheric horror movie. Like I like all the stuff like on the seaside with the lighthouse and all that stuff. You got people like Hal Holbrook in there. You got Tom Atkins. You got a pretty decent little cast. I mean, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis, but and yeah, like I actually had a good time with it, and it actually like kind of creeped me out. So and we don't see it a lot, so I'll give it to The Fog. So I guess Richie will be right back.
He says he's back. He says part of the chat.
Well, stop going away. What's wrong with
you?
No, he went away.
Yeah, the Fog is definitely better than the remake, which is bad.
Are we just is that going to be a running theme tonight?
Yeah, I know.
It's better than the remake, yeah.
Well, and Shawshank Redemption's a classic, comes up here a lot. So yeah, this is tough actually, but I'll give some love to The Fog. Why not?
Yeah, and spoiler alert, I think Chris has a lot of movies on his list that have been remade, but he has all the originals for the most part on here. So yeah, but Brian.
I'll go with the Shawshank Redemption. This one, it's a classic for a reason. Great chemistry with Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Even Family Guy did a great spoof of it on one of the episodes. Plus, you get Clancy Brown as the warden, so I'll go with Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I just haven't seen The Fog. Weirdly enough, I've seen the remake. I'll get around to the original at some stage. Shawshank Redemption is another one of those movies that I wasn't as high on when I first saw it, but then like on a rewatch, it got better on me. So Shawshank Redemption is a vote here.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Yeah, no, Shawshank's very, very good. But yeah, I'm kind of on the train of like, I really like the fog. The first time I saw it, man, it creeped me the hell out. Like especially the opening like 10 minutes or whatever, when the fog's creeping in and messing with all the cars and the traffic lights and everything. Like it's really creepy. The actual design of the, whatever you want to call it, the ghost pirates or whatever, it's really creepy.
Creepy
like with the light up eyes and stuff. Like it's pretty creepy stuff, man. It's really underrated Carpenter. So yeah, I'll give it to the fog. Why not?
Yeah,
move it on third.
Sounds good.
Yeah, for the fog.
The fog.
That's a good movie.
Next up, we've got Volunteers up against Babylon.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay. Jordan.
So I've never seen Volunteers, but I mean, when you have John Candy and Tom Hanks together, that seems like it'd be a winning combination. But like nobody really ever talks about that.
Dude, Volunteers is so good.
Well, they talk about they talk a little more about the other Tom Hanks John Candy movie, which is Splash.
Splash, yeah. So I haven't seen it, but I actually got around to watching Babylon last night for the first time. I wanted to watch one or two movies for this. I mean, I didn't have a lot of time. I'm technically like sort of on vacation, sort of. It's like a vacation / work trip for me, but actually had a lot of fun with it. Like I thought that it's kind of chaotic at times, but I think that the whole vibe and the world that they create and like the setting of the 20s and like the stuff with like the one guy's trying to transport an elephant somewhere and like he just having all these issues with it and like the like dancing and all that. Actually, it worked because the music's great. The music's really works for me. Yeah, so I'll give it to Babylon.
All right,
Richie.
Yeah, I haven't seen Volunteers. It's be an early Tom Hanks movie I need to watch. I forget it exists half the time. Babylon, though, I feel like about it did get award consideration and stuff, but I just feel like it sort of flew under the radar in terms of award seasons. This movie is nuts, and I like it. It's crazy. It's great. Margot Robbie is great in this movie. The score is great. I actually listen. I'm not really much of a score guy. I don't listen to it much, but I listen to the score all the time for Babylon, and it's great. And yeah, it's just wacky. It's fun. Tobey Maguire has a really weird cameo. So
yes, he is.
A small cameo as this creepy cuck dude. Yeah. I think, and it's just it's a it does an interesting story about like the perils and success in Hollywood and the debauchery of Hollywood. So yeah, I actually really love this film. So I'm gonna go Babylon.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Babylon gets my vote. It sort of has elements that seemed away a little bit. You see toward the end, it's flashing back to former sort of talkies to now, and also. Which you've mentioned, Ethan Suplee makes a cameo in this film as the bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Who looks like who could be a wrestler now, so I'll go with Babylon. Great score as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Volunteers. Like, when looking up the posters, like, oh yeah, Tom Hanks was in lesser known movies. But Babylon is just a whole bunch of weird fun, and it's great. Especially some weird camera angles as well. Because like there's one shot which is really early on in the movie of like looking right up the elephant's butt as it poops. That is an actual camera shot in the movie. Yeah, it's just a weird movie, and I really liked it. I thought it was great. So Babylon gets my vote.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen either one yet, but I have Babylon. I bought it on my Vudu when it was on sale. I just haven't had a spare 3 hours to sit down and watch it. So once I do, I'll check it out. Yeah, Volunteers. I've seen Splash, but I haven't seen Volunteers. But I'll go Babylon because it's been sitting on my Vudu waiting for me to watch it, and I'll check it out. So
Yeah.
Chris?
Sounds good.
I got to give some love to Volunteers. The movie's absolutely awesome. My buddy Travis, the one that actually turned me on to it, and I found it, I think, in a thrift store or something like that, and had to get it. Yeah, it's kind of wacky, and it's a lot of fun. And it looks like maybe I'm curious whether Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks met on this movie. Maybe that's kind of what they're.
I think they did, but I would say I was looking at the cast, and Volunteers does have Tim Thomerson, star of the Trancers movies.
Oh yeah,
So that's cool.
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna say, but a Babylon blew me away. Same friend was like, dude, I got to go see Babylon theaters. Like, why? And it absolutely blew me away. The movie's so good. I'm so glad I saw it in theaters. It still like lives rent free in my mind. And I found there's a lot of people that hate this movie. So apparently none of you guys do. So that's a miracle. So I think we're the only people that like this movie. But yeah, Babylon's freaking incredible. My vote goes for that one. But definitely check out Volunteers.
And I just looked it up. It says that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson met on the set of ABC's sitcom Bosom Buddies. That's where they actually met.
Oh yeah, that show. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of interesting. But I think it's going to be Babylon.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Spaceballs up against Aladdin.
All right, so I think it's Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, and we're getting Spaceballs 2, which I thought was just
remain. Yeah,
I thought that was always going to remain a joke. I probably shouldn't.
I don't know. Like, I know he seems vibrant, but Mel Brooks is 98 years old. Is that really a good idea?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mel Brooks isn't directing it. So.
Yeah, I know. I just mean like. Even then, it's like you can leave it alone. It's fine.
I believe directing it the guy who did Strays. I believe Josh Greenbaum. I think is directing it.
Okay. Yeah. Happy belated birthday, by the way, to Mel Brooks.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
This is really tough. Spaceballs is a great, one of Mel Brooks' great comedies. Probably not my favorite, but it's up there for him. Aladdin, one of my favorite Disney films growing up. Don't any negative about Aladdin. It's not the movie. It's just the hard as fuck Nintendo game that came with it. Was over. Holy shit, that game's hard.
It's actually pretty fun.
Same with the Lion King. Jesus Christ. But anyway, it's just bug, man. Again, maybe if these were in front of me, like tomorrow, maybe next, if this was the same matchup next week, I might have a different opinion. But I will give a slight edge to Aladdin.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Spaceballs is my second favorite Mel Brooks film. Number one is Young Frankenstein for me, but it's easy for me. Aladdin is my favorite Disney animated movie of all time. Great song by Alan Menken and Harry Ashman. Great voice work. Jonathan Freeman, Stephen Fullhouse, Scott Reiter, Linda Larkin, Robin Williams. Great music. Aladdin with your vote.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones like I've said this in various chats before. Like, I'm kind of curious how Spaceballs 2 is going to work. Whether it's going to be like an anthology type parody movie, where it's going to be like just called Spaceballs 2, like take aim at different sci-fi.
I'll say this: if Rick Moranis was ever going to come back for a movie, for God's sakes.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think he was going to come back for High Shot the Kids to do films, so.
Yeah.
As long as Friedberg and Seltzer stay far away from this project.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be
No, I definitely I wasn't trying to suggest that their cast that's still alive won't come back. That I just don't know if they'll be playing the characters they're playing.
Right.
Anyway, I like Aladdin. I think it's good. but it does come up a lot for good reason. So, and I don't think Spaceballs has come up a lot, so I'm gonna go Spaceballs for this.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, they're fairly close, but yeah, I did watch along with Permison for Aladdin, for the anniversary not too long ago, and yeah, it was still works. It's really good, so we'll give it to Aladdin.
Yeah. Chris, what are you gonna go with?
This is really tough for me because I love Spaceballs. It's probably my top Mel Brooks movie. But yeah, Aladdin is just so good. The songs are amazing. The writing's incredible. Like, I kind of always wanted to be kind of Aladdin. Like, never happened, of course. But it was kind of a magical journey, and I kind of felt like maybe I could obtain that, even though I didn't live during that time period, or have a magic flying carpet. But yeah, Aladdin's freaking cool and an awesome animated movie. So I'm gonna go with that one.
You mean you never became a sultan flying around on a magic carpet, Chris?
No, I never did. I never got wishes.
Never happened for you.
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of rude.
But when you're a little kid, you kind of like think about that stuff. Like, what if I could be that guy? Yeah, but yeah, for me, I think Aladdin is good. Like, it's really good, but I'm a huge Spaceballs fan. Like, that might be my favorite Mel Brooks movie. I'm not sure though. Like, I really have to like sit down and like think about it. But yeah, because like at the end of the day, like they're all playing like pretty, I don't know, pretty simple characters. They're fun. They're just, I don't know, like there's some good jokes. I love the Michael Winslow stuff in there. And there's some pretty good jokes for people who really know and love Star Wars. And there's even that alien thing at the end for you there, Austin. The like, like bursts out of the guy's chest and they're dancing around. But so yeah, I'll give it to a Spaceballs. I think it's a fun time.
That's Aladdin.
Yeah,
1 through.
We've got Ghostbusters up against Ice Age.
Which Ice Age is that?
Collision.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the original. I just put the wrong poster and I realize that now.
The original.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it should be the OG one.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, interesting. Ghostbusters is a great age comedy. Another film with Rick Moranis as well showing up. But yeah, Ice Age is decent. I like the scroll aspect of Scratch, but I'll go with Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you got here?
Yeah, I like the first day. Ice Age is the best one. It's really not hard to be fair.
Yeah,
but yeah, but Ghostbusters is a classic. It's just a great movie. So Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Oh, Ghostbusters pretty easy. I can't tell one Ice Age movie from another. So,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. I can tell all the Ghostbusters movies apart.
Yeah,
One has dinosaurs in it.
What's that?
One has dinosaurs in it.
Oh, okay,
And
gotcha.
one of them has Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Chris, what are you going for?
So this is actually pretty difficult for me. I love Ice Age, and I think Ice Age, a Collision Course is just all right. I don't think it's the best or worst movie. I think it's okay. But a Ghostbusters is just iconic.
This is the first one though, Chris. We're talking about not Collision.
Yeah, it's the
Course.
very first Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
Is
No,
what it is.
the first
That
Ice Age.
should be the first Ghostbusters movie.
Was the
Yeah,
first
yeah, it
Ice
is.
Age
But
also.
it's the first Ice Age as well.
It's not Collision Course.
Well, I know that, but I was saying that as far as like talking about the movies and stuff like that. Sorry, I should have clarified, Richie. But yeah, the original Ice Age is awesome, but unfortunately, it's going up against Ghostbusters, so I get a vote for Ghostbusters here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm actually surprisingly a really big fan of the first Ice Age movie. The thing about those movies, they take a pretty steep decline. You're up here and you just go off a cliff pretty quickly. And the first one's really, really good. And I think the Scratch stuff might be my favorite stuff, where you just chase around the little acorn. Like, I don't know if they ever did a a whole a movie, but they might have had a series on Scratch. I can't remember. They did something with them, but
They did one. Scratch
yeah,
was.
yeah. So but I haven't watched that. I'll have to go check it out. But so yeah, I really dig the first Ice Age, but I mean, there ain't no Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is awesome. It's like one of the best horror comedies that we've ever had. I think it's like it's just really, really good and great chemistry from pretty much the entire cast. And yeah, it's another Rick Moranis one for this list. So yeah, I'll vote Ghostbusters. Richie.
Yeah, Ice Age was such a hit. You're like, oh yeah, cool. They got a great franchise on their hands, and by the time the last one came out, Blue Sky Studios wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And they had a special Disney Plus Buck Wild, Adventures of Buck Wild.
So that is a steep decline. But yeah, the first one is pretty good. Second one's alright, but yeah, then it goes off a cliff, as you said. But yeah, Ghostbusters is great. It's yeah, I think it just I go to it more than I say, so I'll go Ghostbusters.
Clean sweep.
You should go look up the story. There's a theme park that's in like Malaysia or something, but it's called Genting Sky World, and it's supposed to be based on Blue Sky Properties, and it like pretty much bankrupted the whole theme park when Blue Sky went out of business.
We've got the client versus the OG Poseidon Adventure.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't. I've seen a lot of John Grisham adaptations. I don't think I've seen the client. It's they all kind of blend into each other, to be honest. But I do know I've seen the OG Poseidon Adventure. I think it's great. Like, Grandpa Joe is on a ship is with a very stacked cast, to be honest. And so yeah, there's a reason it made the 70s action movies and disaster movies ranking episodes. It's great, so it's getting my vote.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Actually, really like The Client. That's my favorite John Grisham book. For a little while, I was reading all of his books, and yeah, the movies are mostly pretty good. But yeah, I really like that. The Client, and Tommy Lee Jones is pretty damn good. It's got a lot of character actors kind of sprinkled throughout that movie too, that are good. Will Patton and Paul Winfield plays the judge, things like that. So you know what? It's a Joel Schumacher movie too. A lot of people don't realize. So I'll go with The Client.
Yeah, sounds good. Chris, what are you going for?
This is really tough because I remember seeing the remake of the Poseidon Adventure. Be like, Dad, this movie's so good, and he's like, that movie sucks ass. You need to watch the original. And I was like, what? Why? And then so then I watched the original, and it blew me away. Although Poseidon Adventure 2 is an absolute pile of dog shit. Avoid that thing. But yeah, The Client, God, that movie just like it hit me in the right spot, and maybe it's because age of the kid. Obviously, I was never, but and that whole scene where he sees a guy kill himself is definitely sort of like it lives with me rent free. Awesome cast in there. Tommy Lee Jones does such a good job in it. You feel the tension in it. So you know what? I'm gonna give some love to The Client, even though I absolutely love the original Poseidon Adventure. If you haven't seen it somehow, go check it out.
Well, I haven't seen it somehow. That's a blind spot for me, and I also haven't seen The Client. These are both blind spots for me.
Both of them on my shelf.
Yeah, so we'll have to watch them sometime, Chris. Yes. But I mean, out of the two, probably I'd watch The Client first. It just sounds a little more interesting. But funny enough, so looking up who the actor that played the little kid, and
Brad Renfro.
Brad Renfro. If you remember that movie Tom and Huck with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was the Huck, I believe, or like one of them. He was the guy opposite Jonathan Taylor Thomas in that movie. That's Brad Renfro. So I'll go with The Client though. So yeah.
That movie's weird because it's like grown men beating up that kid for like half that movie. It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of him in that movie. But anyways, Richie.
R.I.P. Brad Renfro. He's pretty good in this. But I watched The Client not that long ago, maybe just over a year ago or so. It's a decent movie. I will say that again, movie's got a movie, so you can't really think of it, realistically. But yeah, like man, like the how close Susan Sarandon gets to the kid, you're like, man, you'd be fired as a lawyer by now. But movie's good movie. But it's a fun time. And yeah, I've only ever really seen the remake of Poseidon, so yeah, I really need to get to the original. So yeah, and yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is good. I feel like I'm on a Tommy Lee Jones kick at the moment. I've just watched that movie like Three Burials. I can't say the whole title because it's complicated. It's hard to pronounce, but it's a good movie. So I'm on a Tommy Lee Jones kick at the moment. So I might get to his other filmography. So I'll go the client.
Yeah. Brian, what do you
I
say
haven't
here?
seen either one, but look at the Catch You Beside Adventures, the stack cast. You get Jack Crapple Joe, you get Ernest Borgnine, you get Shirley Winters, you get Roy McDowell on the film. It sounds intriguing for me, so Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah.
All right, it's another tie. So Brian, I stick with that one.
Poseidon Adventure.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Got Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl versus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Another Rick Moranis movie.
Yeah. Chris is a big Rick Moranis fan.
I love Rick Moranis. I think he was awesome.
No, I think when we did our Chris, when we did a battles years ago, and we submitted. I know we just did like a favorite actor thing, but when we all submitted just the actors and we voted on the actors, I had Rick Moranis in my long list of like 16.
Wow.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like all of
It could be mine if I ever did one.
I've seen Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves way more times than I probably should have.
Oh, yes.
Because I had it on video.
Yes.
I had it on video when I was a kid. Remember Stuart Pankin?
Oh, yeah.
For a while.
How do you shock ourselves the last one actually felt for Rick Moranis, I believe.
That movie's not as good as the first two.
Directed by Dean Cundy, who did like cinematography for Jurassic Park. It's
wow.
It's like his only directorial movie. Strange.
You don't want to say that name. You don't want to mistake that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even has Bug Hall in it too.
That's right. And Jessica Alba. Or not. Yeah. No. What's her name?
Mila
Kunis. Yeah, Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis is
Really just go
and the
Condi.
cult chick. What's her name? The cult chick you met, Richie.
The
Mac chick.
The
Allison Mack or whatever her name is.
Allison Mack, yeah, the trafficker, yeah.
She's the sister in that movie. Yes.
Wow.
So I hope Mila Kunis got out of there okay. But we're talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is a better movie directed by Joe Johnson. And Pirates of the Caribbean just won a tournament, so Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. All right. So
yeah. Chris, what do you say?
This is tough. Like I love the original Pirates of the Caribbean, and I really wish on some level, like Travis and I had this imaginary budget to do our pirate series at this level. It's not going to be this level, and it's freaking funny, and it's I guess an action. Like I love what it kind of does with things. It kind of plays with it, but it kind of keeps things a little realistic. But yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids will always kind of hold a special place in my heart. But you know what? Just because it's kind of present in my mind, I'm going to go with Pirates of the Caribbean. And it was really, really good until, like, the last movie, which was a pile of garbage. Yeah. Let's just
Dead Man's Double Tales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without spoiling it too much, this might not be the only Joe Johnston movie to show up here on the list, but yeah, this one's interesting because, like, for some reason I just go to Honey, I Blew Up the Kid way more. I don't know why.
Same here, George. Same here.
Yeah, me too.
But even though I think Honey, I Shrunk the Kid might be a better movie though overall though, but it's just I just go to that other one more. But Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, that's the one I go to the most out of the whole franchise, and that movie rules. It's really, really awesome, and yeah, like I'm looking forward to more Pirates movies, which they've been talking about. So hopefully it happens, and yeah, so I'll go Pirates of the Caribbean. Richie, what do you say?
I mean, yeah, I out of the franchise, I go to Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of Black Pearl more. But that's only because Curse of Black Pearl and the Dead Man's Chest are the only good ones. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, and I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I think it's like when I first got like Disney Plus account, I think it was the first movie I watched. But yeah, stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize Pirates is won a tournament, so I'll go Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, funny enough, both of these films have attractions to Disney. You have Pirates of the Caribbean, theme park attraction, and Honey Shrunk the Kids had their whole little playland at Hollywood Studios before it became towards their land.
Yeah.
But Honey Shrunk the Kids is a great family movie, and more, even though like Honey Shrunk the Kid more, but Honey Shrunk the Kids is my second favorite, so Honey Shrunk the Kids.
And also, they used to have like a 4D Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie too.
Yes, Honey I Shrunk the Audience.
Yeah.
I rode that ride, and you got to also see like the giant ants and stuff.
Yeah,
that was so cool. And
all
ride
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Malcolm, what do you say here?
I don't know if you can find it anywhere, but there's actually Honey I Shrunk the Kids TV show.
Yes, there was.
Oh yeah, that's
What?
right.
There was?
It was like in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Very briefly, yeah.
Brett, it was about 3 seasons. Bret Hart was actually on an episode.
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking at that for something, but I can't remember why how I stumbled across it. But anyway, I do like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. I think it's great, but Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of Black Pearl, I think is great. So Pirates of the Caribbean gets my vote.
Yeah.
And that's a tie, and I'm assuming Malcolm's sticking with Pirates.
Yeah.
All right.
And Richie won the 2003 championship, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Richard won.
Got Monsters Inc. up against Insidious.
Ooh.
Very similar. Very similar.
Yeah,
movie.
right. Very similar.
Oh yeah, that deserves a. There we go.
Well, they both have monsters in them, so.
Kinda, yeah. Jordan.
Well, for anyone who knows me, Insidious is my favorite horror movie of all time. That movie just got me from the first second that the main title show up on screen. Just the way that they do the font and like the music, it's kind of some creepy violin music, and then it just goes from there. And I do get what a lot of people say. It kind of has some like weird jump scares that maybe aren't always really earned and all that, but I still love it because like it just hit me when it first came out. So I kind of look past some of that stuff because what they do with creating a whole world with the further and that like the red-faced demon, just like, oh man, that's like nightmare fuel. Like when he's like inside that cage sharpening his claws and all that stuff, it's just so good. And I don't really care for almost any Insidious movie afterwards. Funny enough, people kind of shit all over the Insidious the Red Door. I think that might be the second best one, and it's still not that good. So I mean, that's just
that movie bored the shit out of me.
Yeah,
it was boring.
Yeah, like it wasn't really that great, anyways. But so I was just mostly happy to see the cast back. But, and Monsters Inc. is really, really good. Like that might be like in my top 5 Pixar movies of all time. So it's tough, but I gotta give it to Insidious. So, but Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you like what you like, but I just found Insidious to be like just a paint by numbers horror movie. It's fine. It's not bad. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really think about it that much as a horror movie. As like I just think there's better franchises out there, and Monsters Inc. is one of my favorite. My favorite Pixar movies of all time. So I'll go Monsters Inc.
Mm-hmm. And when I worked at the movie theater, like one of the sequels came out, and we'd go around singing that Tiny Tim song to annoy the hell out of people. Tiptoe through the tulip. We'd go like around, and people would be like,
and
"Shut
now
up!"
we're right in.
Yeah, but anyways, Brian, what do you say?
Put that thing back where it came from, or help me, I'll die. I'll go with Monsters Inc. on this one. It's a top 5 Pixar movie for me. MN128. It's great voice work as well, and also great opening sequence with the music. Had the animation for the doors open, so I'll go Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, Insidious Chapter 2 is my favorite of the franchise, but I really do like the first one as well. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, Monsters Inc. is definitely up there with my favorite Pixar movies. Haven't seen it in a while, but I'm gonna lean slightly towards Insidious.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I mean the first Insidious is pretty good, but I think they just ran that franchise into the ground really, really fast with like the same premise every single time. I just was over it. I'm like, are we still doing this further shit? Like, what are we doing? Like, all right, enough already. We've been into
and just left it
we've
at that.
been into the further 5 times. Stop. Okay.
How much
All right, enough
can you
already.
go?
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
further can you go into the
Further,
further?
yeah.
I'm just done.
Yeah.
All right. But no, I really like Monsters Inc. It's really good. So Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Chris.
I love all the Insidious movies. Including the Red
course.
Door. Red Door is freaking awesome. And yeah, Monsters Inc. is freaking awesome. It's a great movie. Awesome voice cast in there. A great animation. But yeah, it's probably like my number 3 favorite Pixar movie. But yeah, Insidious just scared the shit out of me as a kid. Well, when I saw it. Yeah, it definitely hit me. Yeah. The way it should have, and it scared me since. One of those movies are a hard time watching. Yeah, but I love it. So I'm gonna go Insidious here.
Yeah. Chris was a lot like Wolfman. He was a kid back in 2007 when this movie was around, right?
Yeah. It's a tie to me. I'll put through Monsters Inc.
Sounds good.
Considering I graduated high school.
Yeah.
2017. Yeah.
We've got Madagascar up against Titanic.
Oh, Jordan's favorite movie of all time.
Ooh,
Jordan's
my all-time favorite.
Richie's up first. I don't know if he's there or not. If not, we'll come back to him.
He's doing a comedy, guys.
I'm here.
Okay, Richie.
How's your comedy show going?
Yeah, sir.
Default picture. Yeah.
Titanic and Madagascar. You're up first.
Yeah. Okay. This is. Oh, I like that poster as opposed to the other one you put up, Malcolm, the other day.
The weird one with the hat.
Yeah. And Madagascar is actually a cool, great DreamWorks franchise as well. So it's just low-key pretty tough. But at the end of the day, I think I don't know. I think the better movie is Titanic, so I'll go Titanic.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, but the better movie is Titanic, but I do have a lot of fun with the first Madagascar, so I like to move in Madagascar.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you got?
Knowing the short time I've met Chris, knowing him as well, I was surprised that a different movie in the Madagascar franchise wasn't on his list.
Penguins.
Oh yeah,
Penguins. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pleased I didn't put it on there either, Malcolm. Honestly, like after this, like wait a second, why did I put Penguins on here? Yeah,
true.
But yeah, I like Madagascar. I think it's great. But yeah, Titanic's one of my all-time favorite movies, and so I'm going to go Titanic.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, Titanic's the best disaster movie according to Rankin. So, there you go. No, I mean, I like the Madagascar movies. So the second one's my favorite, or either that or Penguins, but I'll go Titanic.
Yeah. Chris.
So I can't believe I did not think of the movie Penguins to put on this list, but I mean, like Madagascar with the Penguins just has one of my favorite lines, But God, yeah, this is really tough because I love both these movies, obviously. But you know what? I got to give some love to Madagascar.
Yeah. And I'll say, oh, honey, sugar iced tea. I don't like Titanic, so I'm voting Madagascar.
Yeah, we had a good night the other night without you being a downer on all of our favorite.
Yeah, I know. You guys had
yeah, we actually had like unbridled praise for Godfather Part 2 and Jaws,
wow,
and Titanic and all these movies we all just loved, and like it was nice.
All these movies that are way too highly rated.
That are amazing. You mean that are amazing? It's okay.
Yeah, all these movies that are awesome. But it's another tie to Chris.
Madagascar.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, you're not that crazy about Madagascar.
Okay, let's vote to Titanic.
Yay, Madagascar, and you're gonna vote against it immediately.
Okay, I'm gonna switch my vote to Titanic.
Nope, too late. You already went through.
After Chris, I always change vote last minute.
Yep. You would have done it before you put it through.
You got National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon up against You've Got Mail.
Similar movie.
And I've got that exact same DVD with the little snap cover.
Yes, I got a little snap cover.
These are both snap covers. Loaded Weapon has a snap cover. I saw the DVD. Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Loaded Weapon, but I recently saw You Got Mail for the first time. It's quite good. It has scenes on it showing up there. I'll go with You Got Mail.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you say here?
Yeah, I actually have seen Loaded Weapon. So I watched it for the first time recently, and it's a lot of hits. It's actually I actually had a lot of fun for the movie. Yeah, I think it's great. But yeah, it's one of those ones that I think um Samuel Jackson I think is hilarious in too. It's but yeah, I'm gonna do like You Got Mail, but I'm gonna go Loaded Weapon. I think it's great.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I rewatched Loaded Weapon 1 like fairly recently, and yeah, it's really funny. It fits right in with all those like, Zucker movies of the early 90s. There's a really good bit where Emilio is interrogating John Lovitz, and he asks John Lovitz, he goes, come on, give me a name. And John Lovitz goes, shouldn't your parents have already done that for you?
Yeah.
So a quick line. Again, just those quick lines that I think are really funny. So but yeah, I'll go Loaded Weapon.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
So this is tough. I mean, You Got Mail is gotta be my favorite romantic comedy, but yeah, A Loaded Weapon is so good. It's just an awesome cast. From like, I love that scene where he heads up to his trailer, and it turns out to be like a massive mansion, and like he's like crying over his lost love. And I'll leave it at that because that whole scene is just perfect to a micro film scene. Yeah. That is absolutely hilarious. And I'm kind of hoping Austin pulls up somehow.
Yeah.
But yes.
If it wins, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
No, I can't. We got a 7-minute deep fake thing to play.
Yep. Stay tuned, everybody. I forgot to let anyone that's watching.
Feel free to leave, everybody besides me.
Yeah. If you want to see some cool deep fakes of all Chris's favorite movies, that'll be at the end. Then, but
One sixty.
Yeah, and it's only for part 1. It's not including any movies from part 2, believe it or not. But yeah, for this match, like I think You've Got Mail is fine, but I'm a big fan of National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon. There's some pretty funny stuff, like Sam Jackson doing like a shampoo commercial. I can't remember if it's like Pert Plus or like something like that, and it's just so good. And I wish that Sam Jackson would have done more comedy because he's really great at comedy. Like he's really good. And yeah, so like it's really funny stuff. I go back to it all the time. So yeah, I'll vote for Loaded Weapon. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I like You Got Mail. I think it holds up. It's a good rom-com, but yeah, this is Loaded Weapon 1 is when parody movies were actually good. Actually, then written by people that understood parody movies for the most part. And yeah, Loaded Weapon 1 is a lot of fun. So I'll go Loaded Weapon 1.
Is that everyone?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Loaded Weapon has a random camera of Bruce Willis as John McClane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, it does.
Which he did as a personal favor to his brother, who was a producer on the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Got cool. Raiders of the Lost Ark up against Puss in Boots.
Seriously? No.
Yes, Chris. Yes.
Yes.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I'm not ready to say it's the best of the like Shrek extended universe. I still think Shrek 2 is the best. But I think it's good. But I think Raiders of the Lost Ark is definitely up there in my top Indiana Jones movies. I think it's great. So Raiders of the Lost Ark gets my vote easily.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, again, I think I might actually vote for kind of the underdog here because I actually saw Puss in Boots: The Last Wish like the last week it was in theaters, and yeah, other than a little bit of the wolf stuff that gives me motion sickness, that animation they dive into once or twice in the movie, yeah, it's a really really solid movie, and John Mulaney's actually really funny as as Big Jack Horner. Pretty damn funny. But yeah, it's a really solid movie. So you know what? I'll give it to Puss in Boots just for something different.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
So this is really tough because I love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but wow, I absolutely loved Puss in Boots so much. I know Brian's probably referring to my review, which I know my buddy Travis give me shit about. But God, yeah, A Puss in Boots: Last Wish is amazing. The writing, the animation style, even that heart, like it sort of like grabs you by the heart and rips it out and crushes it in front of you. That movie's just absolutely awesome.
That sounds
violent.
violent.
Go with that one.
Yeah, just rip your beating heart out. It's like Dumb and Dumber scene.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm quite ready to say Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is the best of the Shrek series either, but I will say that it's probably the best animated movie of 2022, though, for me. But yeah, for as good as it is, and I think if I remember, I think I might have had it rated number 1 of the year, maybe. I can't remember. It's 1 or 2.
Everything Everywhere All at Once was your number 1.
Yeah, that's right. So I had it at number 2, but yeah, really, really good. But we're going to bench Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, that's like a classic, like probably the best adventure movie of all time. Like it's just that good. It's like Harrison Ford kills it. Steven Spielberg. I mean, just there's all these guys at the top of their game, and it's my favorite of the franchise. So I got to go with Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I've just lived with it way longer. So I'll go Raiders.
Hey, Richie, you can keep talking about these movies now.
Yeah. I can't quite decide where Raiders sits in my favorites. So Dollar Destiny's way up there. No, just kidding. It isn't. But yeah, Raiders is really good. I was blown away by it, and Puss in Boots is really good too. But I'll also go Raiders. It's more my speed. But yeah, I did like Puss in Boots, and look, it makes me more hopeful for the Donkey movie that's supposed to be coming.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Puss in Boots is the second best animated movie. Trade to number 1 because by the universe for number 1 for me. But yeah, I'll choose Puss in Boots. Actually, it's great animation. I wasn't a fan of the villain of the wolf. He was just fine. But I agree with Austin.
I thought he was an awesome villain. I thought it was great.
Okay, John Mulaney was better at the villain for Big Jack Horner, which I agree with awesome. That's one. Also features Harvey Keitel as Perrito, which is great. I'll go Puss in Boots: Last Wish on this one.
All right, so another tie to Jordan. A lot of ties tonight.
Man. You know what? Like, because I like Puss in Boots that much, and I'm going to switch it, and let's go Puss in Boots. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and I disagree. That villain was terrifying.
Yeah.
Whenever he spoke, I was just like chills.
Yeah.
I was fine. Like
not the best humorous villain.
Yeah.
We got The Departed up against The Rocketeer.
Same movies. I mean, yeah.
Joe Johnston. Yeah.
Are they?
Well, not both, but I mean, just like another one.
Joe Johnston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on me. Again, I revisited The Rocketeer not that long ago. It didn't do a lot for me. Like I don't have the connection like a lot of people do. Thought it was fine. Thought the best stuff was when Paul Sorvino, and the gangster guys kind of turn on the Nazis, and Timothy Dalton. That was kind of the best part of the movie. But yeah, the Departed is really, really good. So yeah, this time I'll just go The Departed.
Yeah, sounds good. Chris, what do you say here?
This is really tough because I love The Rocketeer. I've since revisited a couple times. Although the Nintendo game of The Rocketeer is ridiculously hard. It's impossible, basically.
No, they had a video game.
But yeah, The Departed is just so damn good. It's a masterpiece. Cast, everything about that movie is great. So I'm going to have to go with The Departed, and I still need to get it on 4K.
Yeah, this one's interesting because I really like The Rocketeer, and I like The Departed, but it's nowhere near the top of my Scorsese list. Like, but probably my favorite part about it, The Departed, is Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's really, really good. I had one of my favorite scenes on a scene in Herd where like the just a guy that's just giving him some shit inside one of the bars, and all of a sudden he just takes the like beer a glass and just whacks him and knocks the guy out, like just hits him like as hard as he possibly can, and just goes crazy on him. But so there's some fun moments like that, but you know what? Like I have a lot of fun overall with the Rocketeer from beginning to end. I think it's a fun world. I kind of like I mean, I wouldn't really call it steampunk, but I do like steampunk like things, and I feel like it's kind of adjacent to that. So I'll go with the Rocketeer. But Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I also don't necessarily get the love for Rocketeer. I think it's fun. And also, I think like 80% of Nintendo's game library at the time was movie tie-ins. Every movie at that time had a movie.
Well, it's like, and they all sucked because it was all, as the Angry Video Game pointed out, LJN, a shitty company. Making all the movie and TV adaptations that all sucked.
Wow. Yeah, and then they were still around. They did PS3 games.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at Home Alone on PS2. Looking bad.
Really?
Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Even worse.
That was a thing.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, Home Alone Lost in New York was ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I love The Departed. Because I'm a huge fan of like Infernal Affairs. I've got the trilogy box set, and yeah, Departed. Was great. It sort of lived up to the, it lived up to the original. And yeah, I just think it's really good. And I think it's not like favorite Scorsese, but I think it's still a worthy, great addition in his filmography. So I'll go Departed.
Holy shit, LJN did a ton of those WWF games in like the early 90s, Richie.
Yeah, like In Your House and
King Raw and Royal Rumble, Super WrestleMania, Superstars, all that shit. Yeah.
I was gonna show like this Home Alone game. It's called Home Alone, but it's like the kid from Home Alone 3 or something weird. But why did they call it Home Alone
4? Yeah.
Or Home Alone 4, maybe something like that. One of those bad sequels. I'm just like, what is this? That is weird. Anyways, Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, what's weird is Rocketeer has a TV show for Disney Junior back in Giant IT, which is a weird show that for kids. But I haven't seen either one. But which one I would watch first on streaming? The Rocketeer.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you say?
No, I remember looking up that animated series that Brian mentioned. Billy Campbell was still voices his which is weird considering when it was made. But it is what it is. But yeah, I also don't quite get the love for Rocketeer. Like I didn't grow up with the Rocketeer. I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago. It's fine. And The Departed is great. So The Departed.
Right,
yeah. Sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
I went first, and then Departed wins.
Okay. The Departed. You got to say Departed.
We've got Terminator 2 Judgment Day up against Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Oh, is this our tournament from last week?
Yeah.
Did we have this exact same match last week?
Maybe I don't know. Probably.
I think we had this exact same
really?
match. It seems familiar. Yeah.
Two hilarious movies.
Yeah, so funny.
All right, Chris.
So this is tough. I love Ace Ventura, a Pet Detective, but Terminator 2 Judgment Day is so damn good. I absolutely love this movie. The soundtrack's incredible. The practical effects are amazing. It's kind of what obviously made me fall in love with this sort of character. So I'm going to go with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's so badass.
Yep. Well, if you know me, I am a big fan of a different Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I like that one better. Yeah, and I mean Ace Ventura Pet Detective is good though, but but it's not my favorite of the franchise. And Terminator 2 is my favorite of the franchise, and it's awesome, and just what they're doing with kind of furthering the special effects and like the Robert Patrick stuff. He's really terrifying, and yeah, like I think it's just great. So I got to go Terminator 2. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, it's tough because I'm pretty sure I kind of mulled over both of these a few days ago. But yeah, Terminator 2 comes up here a lot. You know, it was my favorite movie. You know, one I won my tournament. Yeah, and Pet Detective is is classic Jim Carrey. It's a great film. And there's no sequel. That one doesn't exist. In my world. Comes up here a lot, but for good reason. So I'll go T2.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
So, Richie, I guess you enjoy Ace Ventura, Pet Detective Jr. Then you're
No, that doesn't exist either.
But that being said, Terminator 2 is a great action film. You met with the actor Robert Patrick for the film. Had a great attraction to Universal Studios Battle Across Time in 3D. That being said, we haven't seen Pet Detective that much of current fights, so I'll go Pet Detective on this one. Show some to Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I remember watching the Ace Ventura animated series when I was a kid.
Yes,
that was a thing.
I did too.
I love that thing.
Yeah, but
that was another Rob Paulson one, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who voiced the Mask?
He voiced the Mask. He did a lot of Jim Carrey, like similar voiceover stuff, like whenever. Jim
nice.
Carrey did it. Yeah,
awesome. But Malcolm, what are you going for here?
Yeah, as Petito, I think it's great. But as I said, on fire, like this year, I visited the Terminator movies and kind of had a better appreciation for them. And Judgment Day is great, so yeah, I'm gonna go T2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin,
T2, but I like them both. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we had this matchup the other night.
I'm pretty sure this is it was one of the first round matchups. So.
The other night, I think Richie, you might have said like that, and maybe Ace Ventura might have rated R today. I think that could be right. Just with some of the stuff that it deals with.
I said that you couldn't do some stuff today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that everyone?
It's T2.
T2.
Got Aliens up against the French Connection.
Right. It's kind of a cool poster for the French.
That is
Connection.
a cool poster.
And also for
the French Connection came up as well.
The French Connection
really?
for my Roy Scheider. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
the French Connection's so good.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Well, I've never seen the French Connection, so I can't really comment on it. I don't really know all that much about it actually, so I'll have to check it out though, because it seems to be pretty popular. It comes up here. Legit funnier. Yeah, I mean Arnold has some pretty funny lines.
He does. I mean, it's so funny. Yeah.
Does he do talk to the hand in 1 or 2?
That's in 3. That's in
3.
Oh, 3? Oh wow, it's in 3. So they're all funny. Yeah, but
that's the worst moment in 3. What are you talking about? When he puts on when he puts on the gay guys like star sunglasses and says talk to the hand, that's like the most embarrassing moment in any of those movies.
Well, it's bad funny. Like that's kind of what, or like just cheesy bad, like just funny. It's so bad it's good moments, but but yeah, I haven't seen French Connection. It's got to be Aliens. Game over, man. Let's go Aliens. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I can't go past Aliens. So that's my vote. I'll go Aliens.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yes, so far based on this, I think Chris is a big fan of James Cameron because it's our third James Cameron film on the list so far.
Yeah.
Was not necessarily intentional. It just kind of worked out that way.
That being said,
You have the abyss on here?
haven't seen the
What?
first collection.
Oh, don't have the abyss on here.
So what's that James Cameron match for the next round? So Aliens.
Yeah. And Malcolm, what do you say?
I've tried it multiple times. I just can't get into the French Connection for whatever reason. Don't like it that much. But I love Aliens. I think it's great. And I'm probably going to try and do a rewatch of the franchise before the new one comes out this year. So Aliens get my vote.
Yeah. Well, Austin, you're going to go French Connection, right?
Well, I mean, I did the other night when nobody else would for Roy Scheider, but not against Aliens. So, yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what are you going?
This is really tough. I love the French Connection, and I'm glad that it came up on another one because the movie just resonated with me. I know my dad introduced me to it. Never seen it before. It's a good crooked cop movie. Has one of the greatest chase scenes in cinema history. But Aliens is so freaking good. And Paul Reiser as that evil son of a bitch is one of the greatest things filmed in a movie. Period. He's just amazing. So I gotta go with Aliens.
Yeah, I think Aliens might be a movie that I don't know if I've ever heard a person say I don't like that movie. I don't think I've ever heard it.
I've heard some people say it's overrated, but not really anyone flat out say it's bad.
Yeah, but it's like pretty universally liked by most of the world.
Yeah,
I mean, I will argue for every movie you've made, there's probably going to be someone that doesn't like it.
Right? Yeah, there's probably somebody out there, some Debbie
There's the
Downer.
end of that side.
Nice. Up to the other side.
Right.
We just see many hot takes here so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're all the goddamn escape room movies. What the hell?
I love these scary room movies, but those did not actually. I'll give you a surprise. Did not make my list. I love
the Monster Hunter movies are on this.
Monster Squad is actually on my list.
Well, Monster Squad, but I meant Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter's good, but it's not on my list. It's not one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. But I also, some of the movies, in my defense, I did kind of like. They just want to put this together.
Right, we've got Casablanca up against the Breakfast Club.
Seriously, this is bullshit.
Richie.
Look, I know you're the Casablanca Kid, but I'm a member of the Breakfast Club, and I'm not. But I'd like to have been. It would have been fun.
You have the right jacket on for it.
Yeah, you do, man.
I do. Yeah, I do. I'm just yeah. So I came to the Breakfast Club sort of late. I watched it probably in the last 3-4 years, and I saw what the hype was about, man. I really got into it, and I connected with all the characters, and it's really good writing. So yeah, I'll go Breakfast Club.
All right, sounds good. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Casablanca, I haven't seen it in a while. I do enjoy Breakfast Club. It's get my vote anyways, but it's a bit overrated in my opinion. But I do enjoy the chemistry with the characters, though. Even there's a great documentary now about the Brat Pack right now. If you haven't seen it on Hulu, I believe. But I'll go with Breakfast Club since I've seen it much more.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I like the Breakfast Club. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Casablanca is a classic, and I think it's great. So Casablanca.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Guys, hear me out. Shouldn't Casablanca, now that we're on Chris's 128, at least win one of these for Chris?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. But
I mean, it didn't even win his original 64. Like, it's like, I don't know. Kind of feel like you should at least win one of these parts. So yeah, I'm going Casablanca. But I really enjoyed my rewatch, and I hosted that thing with you, Chris. We did the little movies on it. So,
yeah. Well, Chris.
Wow. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say about Casablanca? I haven't already said this. Movie's phenomenal. It was so special, man, to be able to do that for my birthday, man. And the 4K of this is fucking gorgeous. Oh, if anything needs a 4K transfer, that's a reason why it needs a 4K transfer. It brings out so many elements you miss in the original. This movie is phenomenal. It's a masterpiece. The score is incredible. But yeah, Breakfast Club is one of the is the greatest John Hughes movie ever made. No question about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. But yeah, it is a Casablanca, and Humphrey Bogart is the greatest actor that ever lived.
Yeah. Well said. For me, I mean, there's an unofficial John Hughes movie that I call Home Alone that's pretty good. It's not really directed by him, but he was involved in it. But and The Breakfast Club is really good, and even though I do find Casablanca a tad overrated, for your 128, I'll vote for it.
Thank you, man.
Casablanca. We at least got to get it like to the championship, like at least that. so yeah, Casablanca.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the best John Hughes movie is Gilbert Taylor. Yes, he wrote it. Yes, right.
What? Really? He did Gilbert Taylor?
He's a writing credit on that movie.
I prefer Baby's Day Out. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That is John Hughes.
He wrote Baby's Day Out.
All right, next up, we've got Tombstone up against A Christmas Story.
Oh, this is so tough.
Yeah, right.
Tombstone and A Christmas Story. All right. Interesting.
Same movies.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, it might be a hot take for me, but I find Christmas Story a bit overrated for me. I haven't seen Tombstone, but even though I've seen it, I'm a big fan of it, Christmas Story.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I've never seen it. A Christmas Story. I know it plays. From what I've heard, it plays all the time in America during Christmas. Yeah, but it doesn't really play a lot over here. So it's probably, but so I've never got around to seeing it. But Tombstone I have seen. I think it's great. And it's a lot of fun. So Tombstone gets a vote.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, I mean, Christmas Story is definitely one of my favorite Christmas movies. But just because, I think the only other time we've ever seen Tombstone on a tournament was actually in the Westerns tournament, and it doesn't come up here a lot. But man, it might have like one of the most stacked ensemble casts like ever. Like everybody is somebody in that movie that shows up. Like every single damn person, like down to the most minor character actor is in that movie. So and it's really badass. So good badass Kurt Russell. So I'll go Tombstone. Why not?
Yeah. Chris.
This is really tough for me because of Regency. So last year on Christmas time, I won tickets to go see Christmas Story in a 35 millimeter. It was freaking awesome at my local older theater. They brought back a projectionist to run it, and also Peter S. Beagle, who played, of course, Ralphie, came out.
Billingsley.
Yeah, Billingsley. I don't know why I said Peter S. Beagle.
Bing from Elf.
I mean from the director from Last Unicorn, which surprises is also on here. But anyways, he was one of the nicest human beings. He took time with us. He answered questions. He signed my autograph, like so cool. But yeah, Tombstone is just so damn good. Cast is incredible. There's so many things in there that were just ad lib, which blows my mind. Tombstone is just absolutely phenomenal. So I'm gonna go with Tombstone here.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for A Christmas Story, and the reason why is it because the town that we're in now that came back is my hometown that I grew up in, Eagle, Idaho, and I believe Peter Billingsley lives here.
He does.
So he actually has a house here, and I didn't know that. That's like really cool that he actually lives here. So he's probably in one of these neighborhoods somewhere around here. I don't know where he is. Maybe we can try and like track down his house and
stalker alert.
Door knock.
Maybe a stalker to him.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah. But so I'll go with The Christmas Story, but they're both great. Tombstone is good, but I'll go with Christmas Story.
Peter Billingsley opens up the door and then
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
Get the fuck out of my house. All right.
You'd be like, I did a meet and greet last Christmas and you didn't come.
Or like in Big Bang Theory, he shows up.
Oh yeah, Stan Lee's house.
Yeah. Stan Lee's house. Yeah. But Richie, what are you going for?
Yeah, like Malcolm said, like A Christmas Story is not this like cultural phenomenon that it is over in America and in Canada. It's just not played that much, so it's not as accessible. Maybe seen it once. Didn't really affect me. That didn't really have that. I don't have that connection to it. Tombstone's great, and again, I've been on this sort of Western kick again. Watched a few lately, and Tombstone's one of the better ones, so I'll go Tombstone.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Tombstone. Yeah. You're like, so your plan is to go just look up Peter Billingsley's house at, the city hall or whatever and go find it, stand outside his door.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once did that to Bill Gates' house when I lived in Washington, and he has a lot of security out there. There's a guy hidden in the bushes, like I thought he was going to jump me or something.
So you didn't answer?
we've got a technically as a Spielberg matchup, we've got the original Poltergeist up against Jaws.
Two of Jordan's favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris just found Peter Billingsley's actual address, so we got to go do it.
God,
film it.
I don't know you.
Yeah, right.
And then you're going to ask him for an autograph, and what he's going to say to you.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
We'll just camp out and wait for him to leave his house.
From the distance that
pretend we're just out for a walk. Yeah.
He's going to tell you.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Jordan, you gave me a good idea for a clip to clip out.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, we'll come back to you with an update maybe sometime.
All right, Malcolm, which Spielberg or not Spielberg movie you're going for?
Hopefully not from jail.
Yeah, I'm not as high on Jaws as everyone else. I do like it. I do think it's a good movie. And I'll go back and watch it again. But I think Poltergeist is great. Like, it's just a lot of fun, and I think it's I think the acting is really good as well. So Poltergeist gets my vote.
Yeah. Austin.
The movie Spielberg actually directed, Jaws, not the one he didn't direct, because that's bullshit.
Yeah, true.
Well, didn't he produce Poltergeist though?
Well, yeah, he produced it and he visited the set.
Yeah,
That's all he did. But yeah, that's all bullshit. He didn't direct Poltergeist. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
Stop. Not true.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you say?
This is really tough. I love both of these movies, and a Poltergeist definitely scared the crap out of me as a kid. But yeah, Jaws is just so good. The music is phenomenal. Yeah, everything about this movie is incredible. There's an interesting John Williams interview on a Smartless where they talked to him about working on this music and how initially the director was like, "What are you even doing? Why does the music work?" And he just kind of was fucking around, and he just came sort of to the sound of it. Yeah. And then it's become, of course, one of the most iconic themes of all time. So I'm going to go with Jaws here.
Yeah, that's a really good podcast episode of Smartless with John Williams. Yeah, that you should check it out. It just was like a week or two ago. But yeah, like I think I'll just echo exactly what Malcolm said. Like I'm not as high on Jaws as everyone else. I do like it, but I'm not like greatest of all time kind of anything yet. But Poltergeist I love. That was like the first horror movie that I ever loved as a kid growing up, because it wasn't rated R, so my parents let me watch it and they didn't care. It's actually I think only PG or something, but which is kind of wild. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of fun and it gets really wild in the second half, but it has a good build up and great characters. So I'll go with Poltergeist. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I prefer Poltergeist. That's an actual movie, and
I prefer Poultrygeist.
Poltergeist, a Brooklyn movie.
Yeah.
What is that?
Wow.
Poltergeist is a real movie. I'll pull up the poster for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a porn?
Yeah.
It's a parody movie.
Yeah. Jaws actually went far in the in our versus tournament, Jordan. Yeah, it was good.
Well, nice. I'm glad you guys could have some fun with that.
I think Poltergeist is good, but I think Jaws is better, so I'll go Jaws.
Yeah. And I don't know which one has the better music. They both have pretty great scores. So
wow.
But, yeah. But
Okay.
Brian, what do you say?
Did Jaws go against Godfather in the finals on Friday? Two of Jordan's least favorite, Jordan's favorite movies.
Godfather Part 2.
Oh, Part 2, okay. But first matchup, I'll go with the film that has all the traction in Universal Studios, Jaws.
Right.
To be fair, I would have voted Jaws over Godfather 2. So I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, jeez.
What the? Okay, now I kind of want to see that movie.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's not as it's one of those movies where the poster is infinitely better than the actual movie, much like a lot of things you see on Tubi.
Yeah,
there was a show I used to do on Getting Tony Hill's channel where we draft stuff, and I can't remember what the topic was, but Alan Shepard drafted that movie. Alan Shepard drafted that movie.
Oh, jeez!
Wow.
But we've got Young Guns 2 up against The Usual Suspects.
All right. Who's that? Me first. Hey guys, you know Kiefer Sutherland was in 24. He's in Young Guns too.
God.
Oh shoot!
Who did he play?
What?
Yeah,
I thought he was in Flatliners.
I made that joke when Flatliners came up in here, Richie. So, I just find it funny we got another Kiefer Sutherland actual movie.
Kiefer Sutherland's amazing. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen Usual Suspects, but I just got Young Guns and Young Guns 2 on 4K recently. So but yeah, and they're a lot of fun. Yeah, it's Emilio and Charlie Sheen, and yeah, Kiefer, it's good shit. So you know what? I'll give it to Young Guns too. Those movies are fun.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, I love The Usual Suspects, but yeah, Young Guns 2 is so damn good. And I was talking to somebody the other day that said they didn't like it. I'm like, what are you, high? You've been sniffing glue as a child way too many times? Yeah, I love Young Guns too. It's a lot of fun. Okay. And yes, I definitely sniff my hands too. So maybe there's something wrong with me as well.
Yeah. So you're going with Young Guns?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that the show is slowly sliding off the rails. We're not there yet. But
yeah, it's slowly getting there. As it gets later and later.
Yeah, once it finally gets there, I'll cut to Conway Twitty. But
yeah, right. Oh man, the thing about these, like the contrast is like The Usual Suspect is like a very slow burn compared to like the fast paced and just fun, like kind of like it's a really fast paced Western where they're just like having a great time, going crazy, a lot of action and stuff, and I think they're both good though. For like it doesn't really matter to me like which one's slow and which one's fast because they're both great. But you know what? We don't really see we don't really see either one of these, but I think even less Young Guns 2. So I'll vote Young Guns 2. I'm a big Emilio Estevez fan. So yeah, got that. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Young Guns 2. I just watched the first one, and I thought that was good. So I will get around to it. But yeah, Usual Suspects is great. Yeah, Pete Postlethwaite is in it. He's a great character actor, and so yeah, I will. I'll go Usual Suspects. And what was the edited line? Have you ever like it? You know, is it like it's obviously fucking Stranger in the Alps, but then it's like changed to Stranger in the Alps or something. For
the TV version. Yeah. Totally different context. But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, it's the second big Estevez movie, Young Guns 2. So I haven't seen Usual Suspects, but I'll go with Young Guns 2. We haven't seen ever alternative fights ever, so Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
All right,
Waiting for some Mighty Ducks to show up. Come on.
Not yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Young Guns 2. So round up the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Sounds good. It'll be Young Guns too. Yeah.
Young Guns.
We got Biodome up against Big Hero 6.
Oh my god, there's the bad one. There we go.
yeah, finally.
Biodome, yes.
I like Biodome. It's fun.
I know you like Biodome. That's what's on your list.
Yeah. We'll just see if anyone else likes it.
I mean, what? Oh, did I do that?
Well,
There's the graphic.
well, Chris, you're up first, so tell us all why you like Biodome.
Biodome's a lot of fun. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I love that casting. It's awesome, fun story. Hot female cast. I mean, like, yeah, it's a good quality movie.
Even he can't keep a straight face through
Okay, it's probably mostly because of the hot chick. Who am I lying? All right, the movie is really.
Who's the hot chick in the movie, though? I'm looking this up. Who
Kylie Minogue or something? I think she's in there or something.
No. Yeah, Kylie Minogue is in it, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and the agency here. Yeah.
Kylie Minogue and Pauly Shore dated for like a year.
And Joey Lauren Adams.
Joey Lauren Adams in that shit. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
And there's a fun scene in there. Just saying.
I'm gonna just go ahead.
Just
I was like, who
but
directed
Big
Biodome?
Hero 6 is a great
Jason
movie.
Blum. Let's see what the hell he's doing.
It is one of my absolutely favorite animated movies. Definitely one of the most heartbreaking endings in a movie. I'm gonna have to go with that one.
It
for
is
sure.
Yeah, it's well for the longer features in the room.
Yeah.
How does Biodome have a 1 on Metacritic? I think that's not possible.
Well, apparently it is.
A 1 out of 100? What?
Wow.
Is it really that bad?
I don't know. I wonder what the Rotten Tomatoes on that is.
Oh my god! Not what I want to know.
But yeah, Joey Lauren Adams from Big Daddy. That's where I know her from. So
It's 4%. Walt to be as 4%.
4%.
4%. Wow.
I mean, I think that's an interesting concept. I mean, I like the idea of biodomes. I watched that documentary about the Biodome 2 or
That's
whatever.
right. We just had it's our second Stephen Baldwin movie in a row too. Usual Suspects and
Whoa.
Biodome.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
Is Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas on here somewhere?
No.
Yeah,
No, they're not.
But yeah, like Biodomes are. It's not that good, actually. I was trying to say something positive about it, but
I don't know why it's really up to you guys. I really don't.
You can't.
I think it might
I almost said it was fine, but I can't even do that. But yeah, but Big Hero 6 is a lot of fun. I think it's great, and yeah, it has a heartbreaking ending, and like one of the better Stan Lee cameos in it too. So
Yeah, post-credit scene.
Yeah, the post-credit scene. So yeah, I'll go Big Hero 6 for sure. Yeah, and like Baymax, who doesn't love Baymax, especially when he has a low battery? We fell out a window. Like,
yes,
like Pretty Kitty.
Pretty Kitty.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's good stuff. So yeah, and when you go to the Disney parks too, like Baymax is one of the best characters to interact with. So
that's so awesome.
No, he's mostly in Japan though, not the US one.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
Well, we saw him like you couldn't go up and actually meet him. He's behind like a barrier thing where you couldn't go and go right up to him. But yeah, but Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I was just trying to look up this idea that Pauly Shore and Kylie Minogue dated, because that was what a weird fucking couple.
Yeah, that is a weird. There's some podcast where I'm talking about it.
No disrespect to Pauly Shore, but he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be able to pull Kylie Minogue. I just
yeah.
Just yeah, Biodome's not good. It's just it's what it, yeah, look, like what you like, but yeah, it's
like I said, Richie, it might not be as good as her, just because of probably a certain scene.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And Big Hero 6 is fun. I don't like. It's not something I go back to, but it's a fun movie. So I'll go Big Hero 6.
For some reason, I remember Kylie Minogue. Didn't she date like Ricky Iglesias or something like that?
Yeah,
I think.
so.
I think they were a couple for a while, something like that. That seems like more of a better fit. So, But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, it's not there's this up for about though. Apparently, there's a potential sequel in the works or something. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, Pauly Shore has one good movie, which is a goofy movie. But I'm curious his take on Richard Simmons that he wants to play.
Also, Encino Man. Don't forget about that.
Yes, Encino Man.
Anyways, Big Hero 6, because my vote is a top 20 Disney movie for me. Not my top 10, but top 20 for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you say?
Just looking at this cast, it's like Tenacious D is in this.
Really?
Oh, I feel the bar. I watch Bumpus.
Yeah, and so is Rose McGowan as well.
Wow. What? Multiple hot chicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't think this potential sequel is going to happen, because the last thing that they say on Wikipedia about it, the interview happened in 2017 was the last thing it's kind of had that they kind of said that. But yeah, I haven't seen Biodome. I'm kind of morbidly curious to watch it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love
very
Big Hero 6.
90s, very. Yeah, but Austin,
Kylie Minogue did some bad movies in the 90s because she's also in Street Fighter.
Oh
God, yes.
Cammy.
Horrible.
Was she? Who was she? Yeah, who was she in Street Fighter?
She was Cammy, the one who in the games wore the green thong and shit like that. I will say though, God damn,
jeez,
those are in the movie.
Cammy.
There you go.
They just announced they're doing another Street Fighter movie. I wonder who's playing Cammy.
Yeah, they are. I'm excited for.
No, Big Hero 6, Biodome. It's fucking terrible.
This should be an easy pass round, so.
It stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have bypassed it, but for Chris's movies, we can let him talk about it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll let him talk about it.
Except we've got Talladega Nights up against the last one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so book your Talladega Nights, but Chris, tell us about The Last Unicorn and why we should have done it for
we should talk about that on
what?
Movies.
Are you guys seriously not going to vote for Last Unicorn ever?
No. Well, look, we pulled our mulligan on The Last Unicorn because I don't think I could talk about that movie for an hour. So
yeah,
no. But tell us why you
love The Last Unicorn. The story's amazing. The cast is incredible in this movie. The music is absolutely awesome. The music is done by America. But the art style is absolutely incredible.
Country, everybody contributed.
No, but seriously, Oh, look at the voice cast of this movie. It is ridiculous.
Pretty good. Got Jeff Bridges and Christopher Lee and Mia Farrow, Ellen Arkin.
Yeah, it is a ridiculous voice cast for this movie.
Yeah.
I did not love this movie at all. It does not. Do not just look at that cover and just be like, you know what? Fuck it. It's a cover. Okay? Seriously. And now you're already falling asleep because we're talking about this.
I mean,
yeah, sorry.
To be fair, it's a regular mass production, so.
Seriously, it is an incredible movie. But none of you guys would vote for it anyways. But seriously, Last Unicorn is incredible. One of my prized possessions is actually it's signed by Peter S. Beagle, who worked on the movie and also wrote the original story. Yeah.
So the Last Unicorn, a beautiful unicorn, sets out to learn if she truly is the last of her kind in this sparkling animated musical.
Well, if you ever asked me to watch The Last Unicorn, my answer is already no, thank you.
No.
I thought
I'll politely decline.
At first.
I mean, for me, I just simply haven't seen it.
Okay, well then it's still a really good.
Yeah,
Talladega Nights is really good.
Yeah, how good's Talladega Nights, guys? That's pretty good.
That's pretty good movie.
It's shake and bake.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's an awesome cover.
If you ain't
for
first,
True
you're
Lies.
last.
True Lies up against Taxi.
By the way, I totally didn't mean to play a Sacha Baron Cohen clip with a movie with Sacha Baron Cohen in it. That was just a coincidence.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, what are we doing?
Taxi
Driver, True Lies. This seems like a matchup from the other night as well. Probably
yeah,
was.
I mean they're both in this, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger and De Niro. Jordan.
Yeah, this one's tough. Sounds really good. like, for as much as I love True Lies, I mean, it's another James Cameron one for Chris, but like Taxi Driver is so good. That performance, it might be like one of the greatest performances in cinema history, maybe for me, for De Niro in Taxi Driver. It's like the descent into madness and like what you see and like near the end, and it's just like really creepy and yeah, it's just really good. So yeah, I'll give it to Taxi Driver, I think. But Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, as you know, I'm a huge True Lies guy. I love that movie a lot. Yeah, it's a great action comedy.
Here's my invitation.
With great supporting as well. Tom Arnold's really great in it as well. But yeah, Taxi Driver. Yeah, it's just like you said, it's like one of the most iconic characters in cinema, and yeah, I think one of the best performances. So I can't go past that. So Taxi Driver.
For some reason, Richie, I always thought you kind of looked like Travis Bickle, even from that like poster there. I see like a resemblance or something.
Well, I've shaved my head like him before, and people.
Yeah, you need a mohawk.
Yeah, right. Nice. But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, True Lies actually had a TV show last year, which is weird.
Wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It got canceled. But I'll go
Is that
with
a true lie you just told?
No, it's true actually. It's
Okay.
100% true.
Okay.
I'll go with Joker, aka Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I like Taxi Driver. I think it's pretty good, but I really love True Lies. I think it's a really fun action movie, and it's definitely one that ever since I've watched for the first time, I think I've watched it about three or four times since. So, so I'm going to go True Lies here.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Shit, I didn't realize Maxine comes out this week. I gotta watch X and
Really?
Pro again.
Oh,
God damn.
fudge. Dang.
Shit, I need to get
Well,
those
good
rewatches
luck.
in quick. Yeah.
Go see 4DX. Oh wait, that's not a
Anyways, yeah, speaking of crazy people, Taxi Driver. Yeah. All right.
I was wondering where you're going. There's always going to be a segue somemew. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're both out of their fucking mind, and there's killing going on. So yeah, Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you say?
So it was really hard. I love True Lies. True Lies is incredible. But yeah, a Taxi Driver is just so damn good. And there's just, especially that whole scene where he says this famous line where he's looking at himself in the mirror. Especially to know that like that whole scene was absolutely ad-libbed, blows my mind. Definitely a phenomenal film, cinematography, everything. It's absolutely a perfect film. So I'm going to go with Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
All right, Taxi Driver. Where were you the other night when Taxi Driver got voted out the first round, Chris? I needed that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck yeah. Long Legs comes out next week, too, in my Regal. Damn right. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go. Nick Cage.
I'm just, I'm just looking ahead on my Regal to just see what's coming out. Hey, it's actually coming to my Regal. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Oh, Public Enemies and Cowboys. Anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Richie.
Yeah. Cowboys and Aliens should have been more fun than it actually was. It's a great, good concept, but execution, no. I don't know. And Public Enemies, I think is really good. For some reason, I don't know. My critics were kind of meh on it for whatever reason. I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty good. John Dillinger sort of biopic here. So, I think Public Enemies is a way better movie. Cowboys and Aliens, it's like they had a concept and didn't do anything with it. That was really interesting. So, Public Enemies.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Cowboys and Aliens had a great premise, directed by Jon Favreau. Go to these for Daniel Craig, but I really did enjoy Public Enemies a lot. John Depp was great. John Dillinger, I'll go Public Enemies.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
I mean, I like Cowboys and Aliens enough. Like I do think it's like there's a good movie in there. But Yeah, I do like Public Enemies more though. I think it's fantastic, and I think Johnny Depp should have been nominated for an Oscar for it. Honestly, Public Enemies gets my vote.
Yeah. Sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
They're re-releasing Lion King for a full week for the 30th anniversary. And then there's a villain in that movie called Scar, and the original Scarface from 1932 takes place during Prohibition era, gangster roaring 20s. So does Public Enemies. So vote for Public Enemies. There, I connected it. So there you go.
6 degrees of Public Enemies.
All right, I made it work flawlessly once again. All right, anyways, Chris. No, I actually really do like Public Enemies. That movie has fucking phenomenal sound design for the shootouts. It's really, really good. Yeah.
When you do Kevin Bacon movies, Malcolm, you got to do a 6 degrees of something like at some point.
Yeah. Have JPO on that one.
Yeah, but
I'm better at that game than he is. Screw JPO when it comes to that. I'm better at 6 degrees game.
I remember seeing Cowboy vs. Aliens in theaters, and I love that movie. But I was late to Public Enemies, and freaking it absolutely blew me away. Johnny Depp's performance in there is haunting. Awesome. Rest of the cast with him. Incredible shootouts. A beautiful cinematography. Like you feel like you were along for the ride with that absolute just batshit insanity in there. And it's some brutal kills in there. It's great. So I'm gonna go with Public Enemies.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to actually go with Cowboys and Aliens here because it has a better cast that I like better. It doesn't mean that the movie's necessarily better, but Public Enemies has Jason Clarke. I don't like that guy. And then Cowboys and Aliens has like tons of...
what a dumb reason.
Sam Rockwell and Walton Goggins and Paul Dano.
It's Zach Shelton logic.
Yeah, so...
Jason Clarke is like 10th build in Public Enemies. He's barely in it.
But he's still there. So I'm going to go Cowboys and Aliens. No. Somebody invited that guy.
I forget who I voted for. Who won? I don't know.
I think Public Enemies probably won.
I was busy buying an early access screening to Twisters on July 17th.
Oh, he was rubbing in. Thanks, you asshole.
Cool.
So I'm excited. I have my 4K of that coming in the mail, Austin.
Yeah.
Well, you just confirmed to me that Twisters comes out here before you guys.
Oh, you guys get here early?
Why did you guys get early?
July 11th.
Oh,
damn.
When it comes to Oscar season, you guys get most of the movies before us, so let us have some movies first.
When will you get it?
To be fair, the U.S. had hold over before Australia did. So
yeah.
Got Elvis versus Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
What?
Does anyone know what that is?
No.
Is that anime?
That is an amazing anime. Yes.
All right, good. Put Elvis through, and you can tell him how much you love it, Chris, because I don't like anime.
Elvis rules.
Yeah.
All right, so Elvis is a phenomenal film.
No, we know what Elvis is. What's Vampire Hunter D?
So Vampire Hunter D.
We know both who Elvis is and what the movie is.
And a Vampire Hunter D is an incredible story. Amazing animation. That's actually what got me into anime to begin with. It's an incredible story about a vampire hunter. Phenomenal music. Just all around awesome voice cast. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It definitely pulls your heartstrings. It's a great film.
I know what Vampire Hunter D is, but what's Elvis? Like, explain some more about that. Yeah. Elvis.
We're all
I mean, I know what Vampire Hunter D is. I've heard of the anime, but Elvis is, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. Elvis is good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of Vampire Hunter D, so
yeah, I think I've vaguely heard of it because I actually did some wrestling panels at a anime convention and nobody showed up for them. That was fun. We talked to three people.
Oh god.
Yeah, we did a whole panel about wrestling and pop culture and sports and stuff, and nobody showed up for it. It was great. We recorded it, and I hosted the panel.
We've got Scream up into Nightmare Before Christmas.
Like a sort of Halloween battle.
Yeah. Brian. Yeah.
Both of these are a great opening scene as well. Scream with the whole Drew Barrymore scene and Live for Christmas. With This is Halloween. Scream is great. Even though we've seen it a bunch of times for a good reason, I'll show some love to Nightmare Before Christmas on this one.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's a good Christmas / Halloween movie, depending on who you ask. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the franchise of Scream. I like all the movies in it, and I think the first one is really good. So yeah, the Scream gets my vote.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
There's a Fathom Events movie called Disciples in the Moonlight coming out. It's one of these Christian movies where in the future the Bible is banned. Stop that fucking nonsense already. Jesus Christ. This persecution nonsense, this fantasy you guys have of this shit.
That's
Stop
very
it.
interesting from a group of people who are literally banning books for no reason.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the fact that all 95% of lawmakers in the United States are Christian, and you can't throw a rock in this country without hitting a church. But anyways, it's called Disciples in the Moonlight. Jack Skellington standing in front of the moonlight. So I'll vote for Nightmare Before Christmas. That's how
Yeah.
once again.
Sure. All right.
What the fuck?
Well, Chris.
That was great.
What do you go for?
Wow. What the fuck are you? Was that shit? God.
I'm just
I guess
scrolling
I-
around on my Regal app for the.
That was
calendar.
amazing, by the way. Good job, Austin. I'm proud of you. But God, yeah, Scream is absolutely one of my favorite horror series, including the latest ones, and I cannot wait for the next one. But yeah, A Night Before Christmas is great, but it's definitely not the Scream franchise.
Yeah. So I met more of the Scream cast, so I'll go with Scream. I met Chris Sarandon, but that's it from.
I met Ken Page though, who voiced Oogie Boogie.
Oh, nice.
I've got a Chris Sarandon, Jack Skellington 8x10 signed by him. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty great, but I'll go with Scream though, because it might be the best horror franchise for me personally. So, Richie.
My favorite subgenre at the moment is hysterical parents reading out sex scenes in books and with a straight face with
at like school board meetings.
Yeah.
Straight face, not seeing the hilariousness of it, or even politicians reading it out and not seeing how funny it is. Yeah, and just not seeing how ridiculous they sound. Anyway,
Watch the Fox News clip. They play a lot of those on Fox News.
It's so dumb. It's like, who cares? It's a fucking book. Get over it.
Yeah, and then right after that, I go up and read the passage from the Bible about the daughters of Lot getting him drunk and having sex with him. You know, that's a good one to read.
Yeah.
and then that gets the Bible banned from the same library. So that's a good
How
one.
many concubines all these guys had back in the day.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, Scream. I'm not the biggest fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. I appreciate it more than I like it, so I'll go Scream.
Yeah.
Scream wins.
Yeah.
Yep.
But who had the show Prop Masters on their TV thing? Was that you? Mike?
That would have been Zach.
Pop culture is mine.
Oh yeah, Prop Culture. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, because I watched the Nightmare Before Christmas episode. That was great.
It was phenomenal. Yeah.
We've got Night Shift up against Nobody.
Hey.
Ooh.
I should go against nobody. I should go up against somebody. I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Night Shift is.
It's a Michael Keaton movie. Ron Howard directed it. It's one of his early movies.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
Now that I think someone might have mentioned it on the episode then of Drinking when we did that. But I have seen Nobody. I think Nobody's great. And yes, so Nobody gets my vote.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I mean, I have seen that. I have Night Shift on Blu-ray over here somewhere, Chris. I can't reach it from right here, but
awesome.
no, yeah, it's early Ron Howard, like kind of just screwball comedy thing. Yeah, it's Michael Keaton, Henry Winkler's in it because obviously he's got a connection to Ron Howard from Happy Days. But yeah, it's just like them like running this like funeral parlor, I think it is, something like that, and just a bunch of hijinks. Like it's a goofy little slapstick comedy, but yeah, Nobody's good as well. So. just because, yeah, I don't know if anybody else will vote for it or has even seen it. I'll give one to Night Shift, but see what happens.
Yeah,
Chris.
Well, Chris,
I love Night Shift. That movie I was also very late to it. My buddy introduced me to that one and also Witches of Eastwick. They run a call girl ring out of the well, you said the morgue or whatever, and it's absolutely hilarious. Awesome cast. It's just a hell of a lot of fun. And I love Nobody. Nobody is still one of my favorite movies. I own it on 4K. And I cannot wait for Nobody 2. I'm so damn excited for that. But yeah, I'm also going to give some love to Night Shift because I feel like probably I agree with you, Austin. I don't feel like it gets on here and gets enough love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Oh,
Me neither.
I don't know what that was. Something here at Chris's house going off.
So basically, what I was thinking of was, oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Yes.
Now they'll the clip out.
It was his Alexa or something, maybe. But I've never seen Night Shift, but apparently it has Clint Howard in it, and I guess that's Ron Howard's younger brother. I guess is what.
Clint Howard is the guy who's in every Ron Howard movie. He's the blonde, weird-looking dude. He's the guy who he shows up in all the Austin Powers movies, also as the guy watching the radar and all that shit.
As well.
He's also in The Water Boy, where he's like
yeah. I said Joe Montana.
Yeah, Joe Montana. Yeah. But I've never seen Night Shift, but I have seen Nobody, and that movie's great. I think that it's a lot of fun, and like I'm a big Bob Odenkirk fan. I think he's a great actor, and I watched an interview once with him, and he says that he really doesn't ever do like any improvisation in his roles, which like for some reason that always stuck with me. Like he's like, man, then he's really good at delivering exactly what's on the paper then, because he's good at it. But I would have sworn that he would improvise more. But yeah, like it's for sure a step down from John Wick, but I mean, and it's not really like supposed to be exactly John Wick. It just gets some influences from it, I think, and then also with like Christopher Lloyd, and like he's kicking ass in it too. Like I think that it's a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure we're getting a sequel to it, so that'll be awesome. So yeah, I'll vote for Nobody. Richie.
Nobody to somebody.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I think we're getting it next year, I believe. I think they're
yes, we are.
But yeah, Nobody was as surprised. I just like that he, for the most part, he gets his ass kicked. He gets his shit and just skates by. But yeah, and it's all over like a bracelet, like a pony bracelet or whatever.
Something like that.
So yeah, and then it's a lot of fun, and Bob Odenkirk is great. And I haven't seen Night Shift. I wanted to for a while, so I might get to it now. But yeah, I'll go Nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you go from Saturday Night Live to like Breaking Bad to like something like this and like The Simpsons and all that, like you're in my good graces. Like all that stuff is like my favorite stuff. So, but Brian.
I don't think Bob Odenkirk was on Saturday Night Live, to be honest.
He wasn't on there, but he's a writer. Yeah.
I was a writer. Okay.
He actually came up with the Matt Foley motivational speaker, living in a van down by the river.
What?
He wrote that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah.
that's
and also Bob Odenkirk was in George Fair Comedy, Wage World 2, actually, as one of the nerds.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But my first matchup, Nobody was the first time watch I saw last month for the first time, and blew me away. I love the whole sequences they use the music for. It's great. And I think after first watch, it might end up being my one after one training, actually. So I'll go Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So Nobody moves on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sounds good. Just scroll down. Yeah.
John Cena moved on. All right. Sounds good.
1917 African Sergeant.
There we go. Yeah. Hey, I mean, he is a
so I mean, they're both military movies, you know.
Yeah.
Technically, so,
High quality military.
So
all right,
1917, baby.
So 1917 moves on. Chris, what do you love about Sergeant Bilko? I saw that on a bus.
What? Nobody likes Sergeant Bilko?
I haven't seen it.
It's mediocre at best, but all right.
I like
Sergeant
it. I think
Bilko
it's
is really
fun.
funny. Like it might be.
Yeah, but Jordan,
my
you
favorite
love
Steve Martin
1917, so
Oh,
like you're not even gonna vote
1970
for it.
But yeah,
better, but-
1917 is fucking incredible. Like I never ever thought it would make my 128. But you know me, I loved it so much. I went out and bought a 4K of it after I went ahead and did a rewatch it because I remember shitting on it so much. But it's just a fucking masterpiece. Oh,
I feel bad for anyone who missed 1917 in theaters because that movie's meant to see in a theater.
I mean, one of the highest when they filmed the Trey though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nope.
besides
Nobody liked
not
that
making it
Sergeant
through
Bilko.
Sergeant Bilko, more people should love you as a movie.
I mean,
I also see it. I feel bad for anyone who didn't see Sergeant Bilko in a theater. Come on.
So good.
I mean, you can do a
Especially
whole
when they're
tournament in
fucking
the
around
near
with
future of Steve Martin versus Martin Short in the near future. I mean, the versus.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
From the director of The Fighting Temptations comes Sergeant Bilko.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, the guy Jonathan Lynn, the guy who directed Sergeant Bilko, also directed My Cousin Vinny.
Definitely the
that's
same
good.
movie.
Really
Yes.
good.
This is the
Dirty
same
Harry
movie.
and the Princess Bride. What the fuck? What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Do you feel lucky, punk? Does anybody want a peanut?
As Morrow said, Dirty Harold.
Yeah.
Me first. I don't like the Princess Bride, so Dirty
Same
Harry.
here.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Princess Bride.
You need to
Whatever.
make a like some kind of thing about that where you say that for Princess Bride and I'll say it for Titanic. We'll be the Debbie Downers.
Chris?
But Chris,
I really like Princess Bride. I think it's a great movie. But yeah, Dirty Harry is just incredible. Incredible cast. Awesome. Practical cinematography in there. And Clint Eastwood is just so badass. So I'm going to go with Dirty Harry here.
yeah, for me, I think the Dirty Harry movies are like something I watch every like 5-10 years, something like that. But they're good though, and I definitely want to go back to them, you know. But Princess Bride, I'll watch that once a year. That movie's awesome. It was so good and so quotable and so much fun. And it's got everything. It's got every genre. This is a movie that has every single genre. It's got action, it's got romance, it's got adventure, it's got comedy, it's got horror, it's got music, it's got everything. So it's
So animation, that's interesting.
There's no animation, I guess. So yeah.
So, I don't exactly remember the horror either. Right? But,
Yeah, it was
the rodents of unusual size when they're
Yeah.
popping out of the swamp and all that stuff. Like that'll scare little
creepy.
kids at least.
Okay.
Yeah. but yeah. So Princess Bride. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't really get the love for Princess Bride either. I think it's fun. But Dirty Harry is great. Yeah, it's an ultimate dad movie, and my dad kind of got me into it. So, and yeah, I like it. So, Dirty Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dirty Harry's like the dad movie. Princess Bride is your girlfriend's movie or something. Yeah, but Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, same here. I don't like Princess Bride either. The only good thing about it is Ben Crystal and Andre Giant. That's all. I'll go Dirty Harry.
I think we're on the wrong panel, Chris.
Dirty Harry is overrated.
Yes.
What?
Princess Bride is overrated.
Oh, okay. I was
gonna say you said Dirty Harry's overrated.
Yeah, I think he misspoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I misspoke. on that
Yeah.
one.
But Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I like the Princess Bride. I think it's good. But I watched Dirty Harry for the first time this year, and I think it's an amazing movie. I think it's great. So I'm gonna go Dirty Harry.
So I'm gonna switch my vote here, just so Jordan's not the lone dissenter on this, because
There you go.
Princess Bride is a great movie.
Yeah.
You guys are stupid. It's okay.
We're speaking facts, Chris.
I think we're in like Bizarro world.
Yeah.
Jerry.
You're in Canada?
Yeah.
You're where I am?
Yeah.
Those mother Canuckers.
Yeah.
Got the Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Finding Nemo.
Oh, no. That's a funny poster. Yeah.
Finding Nemo and the Treasure of Sierra Madre. All right. All right.
Two of Austin's
Think,
favorites.
think there's any crossover actors in these movies, Chris? No? I don't quite think so.
Yeah.
Did anybody survive 60 years to be in Finding Nemo from the cast of Treasure of Sierra Madre? All right.
Nope.
All right.
Chris, what do you think?
Chris, stop laughing. Yeah, how can you buy
Okay.
We're waiting.
I still can't handle Chris without a beard, by the way. It's like Guy Fieri without it. It's like Guy Fieri without hair gel. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So Finding Nemo is an absolutely awesome movie. It is definitely great, but yeah, The Treasure of Sierra Madre is a phenomenal film, and that the scent and madness from Humphrey Bogart's character is incredible. So I'm gonna pretty easily go with The Treasure of Sierra Madre.
Yeah. I think Finding Nemo is kind of like, I don't know, like a work of art for me. Like kind of just like for whatever reason, it just flows. The way the music is, the way the characters are, the way it just like, I don't know, like it just works for me. It's kind of like what I wish like Wall-E had a little more of.
Wall-E has plenty of it.
Wall-E just doesn't do enough for me, and Finding Nemo does like just enough in the most perfect way that it just works for me. So yeah, I'll go Finding Nemo. But Richie,
I haven't seen Treasure of the Sierra Madre because I'm not 84. But no, the only reason the only real reference I know of Treasure of the Sierra Madre is through wrestling, because when when Kurt Angle and Austin do those sketches where he's like, badges, we don't do a stick in badges. I'm pretty sure that's one of the movies. But yeah, so
what's going on in that poster for the Sierra Madre?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
But Finding Nemo is great. I like it. Yeah, good Australian achievement. There's a lot of good Australian actors in it. So yeah, Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I mean they end up in Sydney, so yeah. But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I think maybe it's the Treasure Sierra Madre could fall forward to P. Sure forward to with Sydney. Maybe that would be a good crossover.
Yeah.
I'll go Finding Nemo. This one's great anime feature for the 2000s, and also a great sequel as well of Art Norway. So I'll go Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris, you got the wrong panel here if you want classic movies to go forward.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I'm okay with that.
When it comes to classic movies, I've not seen Treasure of the Sierra Madre. There's a lot of classic movies I haven't seen that I really should. I think if you're dancing about them, it's like you probably would have had more cuts.
Oh yeah.
I love Finding Nemo. I think it's great. Finding Nemo gets votes.
No, Malcolm, and I really have no issue with that. I think both of these are great movies, and I definitely understand. You know, like Casablanca was an acquired taste. Same thing with Treasure of Sierra Madre. I was just introduced at the right point for me.
Yeah.
Sorry to talk over you, Austin. Go for it.
No, you're fine. I was going to give you at least one more bone for Treasure of Sierra Madre because I've got my Bogart set over here, Chris. You see me?
Oh, yes, I have.
I got my Bogarts,
Yeah,
and then I got my Casablanca 4K. I showed you that on the stream. So
yes, you did.
I like Humphrey Bogart, another actor who was born 50 and just always looked 50, and then died at 57 because they all drink alcohol like fishes. So they all just died at 55. I'm gonna find a picture. I want to find a picture of Humphrey Bogart when he was like 30 and see if he just looked 50 already. During the next round, but yeah, Finding Nemo still won.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about Steve Martin because ever since I've ever seen that guy, he's had white hair.
We've got The Untouchables up against Beavers and Buffy to
there's
America.
Wow. Only on tournament fights again.
Jesus Christ, yeah, how many times am I going to use that? There we go.
Yep.
Yes, actually not that hard for me, but yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, now we're getting to more wackier matchups, like on this side. But yeah, like I never really like loved the Untouchables. I just kind of it felt like they were overacting, sort of, in my opinion. I mean, just kind of like not like crazy or anything, but so I just didn't really like connect with it a lot. And I do connect with Beavis and Butthead, just two idiots, just like grunting and laughing and like trying to pick up girls and saying the most random things. Like it just, whatever reason, it hits my funny bone. So yeah. So I'm gonna go with Beavis and Butthead to America. And plus that opening scene, man, that might be one of the best scenes in the movie. That's pretty good.
It's up there.
Well, the one that we played at the beginning of this show is good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Richie,
hey baby, you can touch me.
Let's slap yourself in the face or whatever he says.
Untouchables is fine. It's decent, but yeah, Beavis and Butthead to America, I've seen 30, 40 times. I like the movie a lot, especially like the sort of the Rob Zombie-esque, the X, which is actually animated by Rob Zombie. I'm pretty sure that was great. So yeah, I'll go Beavis and Butthead to America.
But that Untouchables poster is really cool, though. I like
It
that.
is so cool.
But Brian, what do you say?
Well, I did not know Edison has a camper. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Beavis Butthead gets my vote. If you know me, I'm a big Beavis Butthead fan. Want me Richie's favorite TV show episode, and deserves to win like make it far this tournament. So Beavis Butthead to America.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
I say Untouchables. I don't need to explain myself again.
Yeah.
Go back watch other tournament fights. You my explanation of why I don't like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. It's all good. Austin.
Some people are dumb. Yeah, no, I just wanted to point out one tidbit. There's a montage in Beavis and Butthead Do America, and it's set to AC/DC's Gone Shootin', which is a very deep cut from the Power Ridge album in 1978. So props to Mike Judge for not only playing AC/DC, but like pulling out a really deep cut from AC/DC that does not get played. It's not your typical like Highway to Hell or Hell's Bells or You Shook Me All Out. Like he pulled out a fucking deep cut, and that's a really good song, by the way. So
the soundtrack to Beavis and Butthead Do America in general is pretty good.
Oh, it's so good and it's so funny.
Red Hot Chili Peppers cover of Roller Coaster is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And where they go to what is it, Megadeth's? No, it's not Megadeth's trailer. I don't remember the hell's trailer that is. When he gets in trouble for
there's some rock
taking the
band,
photo
yeah.
albums.
Nice. Is that everyone or Chris?
Me. So I love the movie Untouchables. I think it's great. But yeah, Beavis and Butthead is so damn good. Especially love that scene where it's like, oh, lots of sluts. There's lots of sluts.
Yeah.
Sluts in Las Vegas. Yeah.
You know who voiced her is Cloris Leachman.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And the voice cast in that movie is ridiculous. It's awesome.
I love
Bruce and Bruce Willis with Demi Moore in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
The grandma from Malcolm in the Middle.
This one's for you, Chris.
Some people are dumb.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really.
Lesbian Seagull.
Yeah.
Could you not stand there and stuff? Yeah.
Yes. Like you play Lesbian Seagull too.
Yeah. Lesbian Seagull.
Last Blood is on this list.
Yeah.
Butch Cassidy?
This isn't an incorrect person. It is legit on the list. But
Butch Cassidy moves on?
And I don't know.
I love
Jordan Because Jordan's like a weirdo for Last Blood too. Like
I love Last
like
Blood.
it, yeah.
Last Blood's a masterpiece. Are you kids kidding me?
Masterpiece? I would not go that far.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say
No.
masterpiece, but I'd say really good. Who's up first?
Richie.
Okay, Richie.
Okay, as of I'm hit or miss with the Rambo movies, but yeah, the first one is the best one. I don't mind the fourth one, which is just Rambo, which again we talked about really recently. It feels like deja vu in a way. And Last Blood is a movie where I feel like Swift Stallone was just going, hey, I just want to and finish off these things before my career ends, and then Last Blood was there. I don't know. I don't think it was terrible. It was a movie. Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid is a classic. So obviously, my vote's gonna go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, Rambo Last Blood masterpiece. 26% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, then they're just dumb. It's okay.
96% of the critics were right.
That being said, Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid is classic and one is determined for a reason. Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid.
Yeah. Good. Malcolm, what do you say?
Some people are dumb.
Rambo Last Blood is the only Rambo movie I haven't seen yet. I've still got to get around to that.
You're fine.
But
You're fine.
I never leave franchises unfinished.
It's like a like Rambo Home Alone movie. It's awesome.
But anyway, I really like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And yeah, I think it's great. So Butch Cassidy gets my vote.
Yeah, Austin.
It's a Rambo Home Alone movie where he performs a Mortal Kombat fatality on the final guy pinned up against a wall. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, he literally goes up to him, sticks his knife in, opens up his chest with a knife and pulls out his heart. I'm like, that's fucking straight out of a video game. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on right now? Yeah, the other one the fourth one had such a perfect ending where he goes home, finally, and it's and then you just had to do another one.
I wouldn't be surprised they just started playing the Mortal Kombat music right then.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
So yeah, I mean, of all the movies that have come out, Rambo: Last Blood is certainly one of them. So I vote for Butch Cassidy.
So apparently, I know the only person that likes this movie outside of Jordan that tolerates it somewhat.
Yeah.
But I really like this movie. I think it had awesome music. I think it had a solid story. I think it had a solid way to wrap up Stallone's character, Rambo.
No, the
everything
previous
he
one
went
did.
through his character.
They kept going. No, the previous one had the perfect ending.
I thought it was perfectly well done. I thought a perfect swan song to everything.
He sits on a porch like a boomer and reads the newspaper at the end of that movie. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like the prologue because he goes home in 4, and then this one
He
you get to
rides
see
away
what
on a
he's
horse
doing
is
at
what
home.
the hell he does.
You're making me laugh. I'm trying to drink.
He rides away on a horse. Okay, and I know the only person now that parent is going to vote for it, but you know what? Fuck this shit. Okay, god damn it, both of you is all to hell.
Dude, Chris, I'm glad you get so much enjoyment out of it. I'm just throwing the reasons why I don't enjoy it. It's fine.
But it's only because I say that because it's going up against Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, which is arguably one of the most amazing movies ever made. The score's incredible. It's just the cast is ridiculous. I mean, it has one of the most epic scenes. Well, one of my favorite scenes where he rides a bike around.
Yep.
And he looks cool doing it. I wish I looked that cool riding a bike. I'm stupid riding a bike, okay? But it's him. He can do whatever he wants to and make it look cool. So I'm going to go with Butch Cassidy and Sundance. Even though I want to do a protest vote for Rambo Last Blood.
Yeah. Well, so I really like Rambo Last Blood. I think it's kind of cool, how he goes into Mexico and he's trying to get his granddaughter back or whoever that's supposed to be. And then I like the underground bunkers that he has. I mean, if you want to see Rambo's home, where he lives and how cool it looks and what he has set up, I think it looks pretty cool. But I saw Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for the first time last year, and like very. I rarely do like older watches of movies just blow me away. There's been some, but like this movie like blew me away. It knocked my socks off. It was so good. It might be like in my top 5 westerns of all time, and I've only seen it once, and I definitely plan to watch it like over and over because this movie is so good. Like just incredible chemistry, and when you find out about the real life friendship of Paul Newman and Robert Redford, it's just like just adds to it. It's just like that movie gave me chills. Like it was that good. So I'm gonna go Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So yeah.
All right, Butch Cassidy. Is that it, Malcolm?
That's
We're
the last
done?
match.
That is the last match.
All right.
Wow.
All right, let's hit it.
But first, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
All right, Mickey. Let's get some greasy fast speed.
So here in the speed run, we can cut out 7 minutes for the end montage.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a dump during that, and I'll come back and it'll still be playing.
All right.
By the way. Oh, you know evil, see no evil. Okay, that tracks.
You're not a fan of cool artwork. Okay.
Brian.
Right.
This is tough. I'll go Peanuts movie.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, I love Mary Poppins. It comes up a lot. But I'm gonna go Peanuts movies. Yeah.
Yep. Austin.
Mary Poppins.
Chris.
Peanuts.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go Peanuts.
If they don't mind me, I just remember these are the championship ones too. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the winners of these go to the champ. Go to the championship.
Yeah.
Richie.
Mary Poppins.
All right, we'll do Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's for something different.
Anybody want a Peanuts?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I'd go Henry up against the Fog.
All right, Malcolm.
Haven't seen either. I'm probably more intrigued to see the Fog. So the Fog.
I'll go the Fog.
Chris.
I'll go the Fog.
Also go the Fog. Richie.
The Fog.
And Brian.
Harco Henry Sanchez. Harco Henry.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be the Fog.
Mm-hmm.
Got Babylon up against Aladdin.
I'll go Aladdin. Chris.
I'll go Aladdin.
Yeah, I think I'll go Aladdin. Richie.
Aladdin.
Brian.
You never had fun like me, Aladdin.
No. Malcolm.
I was going to go to Babylon.
All right.
I want to go to Agrabah.
Yeah. Laddie. Yeah, boy.
I thought about Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters up against Poseidon Adventure.
All right. Chris.
I don't know where this is probably going to go, but I'm going to go on the Poseidon Adventure. Revenge for the treasure, Sarah Madre.
Okay. Well, Ghostbusters, I learned about a hotel guy that has no dick, so I'll go with Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
So
William Atherton wasn't the hotel guy. He was the EPA guy.
Oh, yeah, whoever he was in the hotel.
No, he wasn't. He shows up later.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever has it. I mean, the guy in the hotel is pretty annoying, too. He seems like a guy with no dick. Richie.
Ghostbusters.
Brian.
Well, you told me the Sunny's Change neighborhood. You want me to go call Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters. Malcolm.
Poseidon Adventure.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I think that's everyone, right?
Chris went first, yes.
Be Ghostbusters. Just give Malcolm a second to write them down.
Pirates of the Caribbean up against Monsters
Inc. Jordan.
I'll go Pirates. Richie.
Monsters Inc.
Brian.
Monsters Inc.
Malcolm.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Go Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Oh, Monsters Inc.
Okay. All right.
That's a nice crazy episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Got Madagascar up against Loaded Weapon.
Okay.
Richie.
Loaded Weapon.
Brian.
Madagascar.
Malcolm.
Loaded Weapon.
Yeah, I'll go Loaded Weapon.
Chris.
I'll go Loaded Weapon.
Yep. And I'll go National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon. 1.
All right.
All right.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish up against The Departed.
All right, Brian.
Puss in Boots.
Okay.
The Departed.
I'll go Puss in Boots.
I'll go Puss in Boots.
And I'll also go Puss in Boots. Let's
Richie?
go.
I would have gone Departed.
Okay. But Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
This is going to give us some hard matches.
Yep.
God, this is.
I like the animation matchups for the championship.
Yeah, I met the guy that plays the little dog from
What?
What We Do in the Shadows.
You did?
Harvey Guillen.
Yeah, Harvey Guillen. Yeah, he was at Salt Lake Phoenix. Yeah.
Really?
E2 Judgment
Yeah.
Day up against Aliens.
Some camera match.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Just slightly, I'm going to go Aliens.
James Cameron.
Aliens. Chris.
Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens. Richie.
Terminator 2.
Okay.
Brian.
James Cameron. T2.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Aliens wins. All right.
Yeah. Right. Moving on over.
Just a wish.
Yep.
Ooh. Which way to go?
Casablanca up against Tombstone.
Oh my god. Go to hell.
Me first. Casablanca.
Chris.
Casablanca.
Yeah, it's Chris's episode. Casablanca. Richie.
I'll give you Casablanca.
Brian.
I'll go with Zach Shelton's favorite movie, Casablanca.
Yeah, right. No, definitely not his favorite movie. Malcolm.
I'm going to go to a city in Milwaukee.
Tombstone.
Sounds good. Clean sweep.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's the least in part 3. So
Thank you, guys.
note to self for Chris on part 3. Make sure you get Dan Skip Allen and Maria Hammond, and
Well, no, Maria Hammond hates this movie.
Maybe Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan Caro, good Caro,
Get
yeah.
Maria.
Wolfman,
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Got Jaws up against Young Guns 2.
Unfortunately, we don't have any of those people, but we do have Maria. Well, we have one of them. We have Maria, and she hates Casablanca.
Chris.
Oh, Young Guns too.
You know what? I'll actually give it to Jaws this time. I'm not like
What?
I'm not blown away by
is it the same person?
by either movie, but
I think you might have been taken over by an alien while we're sitting there.
I'll say Jaws.
It was slow immersion, but
But
Richie.
Richie.
Jaws.
Brian.
Just because it showed that much Young Guns 2.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Jaws.
Austin.
Jaws is a way better movie. I like Young Guns too, but Jaws is a way better movie. Jaws.
Yeah, I think Young Guns 2 is good, not great for me. So Jawas.
So Jawas moves on. Got Big Hero 6 up against Talladega Nights.
Jordan.
Oh, this one's kind of tough. I'll go Big Hero 6. Richie.
Talladega Nights.
Brian.
Mama, I'm going fast. Talladega Nights.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, that sounds good. Austin.
Talladega Nights.
And Chris.
Talladega Nights.
Okay. Talladega Nights. For Walker and Texas Rangers, 2 kids.
As Red Hot Smoking Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Red Hot Smoking
You
Life.
got Taxi Driver up against Public Enemies.
Okay. All right.
Richie.
Taxi Driver.
Brian.
Taxi Driver.
Malcolm.
Driver of Taxis.
Yeah. Austin.
Taxi Driver.
Chris.
Public Enemy.
Taxi Driver. I'll go with that. Is
that everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taxi Driver.
Got Elvis up against Scream.
Wow.
Girls would scream a lot for Elvis. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Brian.
This is close, but one will be made after Retro, which is going to be Elvis. So Elvis.
Yeah. Malcolm.
This is actually tough, but I'm going to slightly Scream.
Yeah. Austin.
I finally saw the bike race, by the way. Fucking Austin Butler looks exactly like James Dean.
I agree.
In that movie.
I see this.
Jesus
too.
Christ. Yeah. Oh my God. He's pulling a whole James Dean thing in that movie.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll go Elvis.
Yeah. Chris.
I'll go Elvis. The movie was absolutely incredible.
Then Austin Butler must look a lot like my grandpa. If you look at young versions of young pictures of my grandpa, he looks a lot like James Dean, and he had a motorcycle and everything just like him. Yeah.
What? That
Yeah,
is cool. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll give it to the better performance. I'll go Elvis. Richie.
I'll go Scream, but it's close.
Yeah.
All right, Elvis.
Elvis. Yeah. Right.
A lot of one-word titles on Chris's list.
Yeah, there is.
Let's see.
Title.
Oh yeah, there are.
Nobody in 19 up against 19.
Kind of a one-word title if you count years.
Malcolm.
I'm pretty sure there's a big debate when you did the one-word title series.
Yeah, right. It actually was.
But yeah, I like Nobody, but 1917.
Yep. Austin.
Nobody.
Yeah. Chris.
Nobody.
You know what? It doesn't come up often. Let's go Nobody. Richie.
1917.
Yeah. Brian.
Jossia, aka Nobody.
Yeah. All right, so it's Nobody. Bad.
Kind of like creepy door opening somewhere. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was
like
my
like how you like look back, you thought it was your door, Chris.
Did from there, I'm like, what the?
Let's see if Nemo feels lucky. He's up against Dirty Harry.
Ooh.
Dirty Harry. Chris.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Do you feel lucky? Like I just feel like I can picture him saying it to a fish or something weird because in real life, Clint Eastwood's kind of that way. He once talked to an invisible chair at a convention. But I'll vote Dirty Harry. Richie.
Dirty Harry.
Brian.
I know Clint Eastwood those conventions. Finding Nemo.
Yeah. But it was the Republican National Convention where he was at. So it wasn't that kind of convention. But Malcolm.
Dirty Harry.
All right. Dirty Harry.
Got Beavis and Butthead to America up against Butch Cassidy.
Two boys and Waltzy posters.
Ooh, two great duos right there. Ooh.
Chris.
Chris.
God. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah. We once did best duos, didn't we? For a show, I think.
Yeah, we
But-
did.
Yeah.
For series.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That movie might make my 128 someday, I think. But Richie.
I'll go Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Brian.
Well, did I just score? Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, raindrops.
Beavis and Butthead. There's some other ones.
With the great rubber stack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Score one for the Great Cornholio.
Yes.
I think that is the last one. Yep.
All right.
Well, now shit's gonna get real crazy.
Well, we already have what's going to be in the championship, so now it's just a matter of what'll be a favorite here. So
Let's get a unique winner tonight.
yeah, we'll see.
Got the Peanuts movie up against the Fog.
That is a weird matchup. I want to see like a version of the Fog animated in the style of Peanuts.
You have my awesome. I have that awesome poster you got me.
Oh yeah,
Army of Darkness.
Jordan.
Oh yeah, I once got Chris an Army of Darkness poster in the style of Peanuts. That's around here somewhere. But
Jordan.
yeah, but I'll vote for. I really like the Fog. I think I gotta go with the Fog. Sorry.
You're forgiven.
But
this time.
yeah, Richie.
The Fog.
Brian.
I'll do it for you, Chris. The PS movie.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Malcolm.
Peanuts movie.
Yeah. Austin.
Oh, the Fog.
Ooh. And Chris.
Peanuts movie.
To the tie.
I missed a vote somewhere.
I vote for Peanuts. I believe Malcolm vote for Peanuts, and
What did Richie vote for?
I vote Fog.
Okay, so
I voted
it's
for the
a tie.
Fog.
It's a tie to Richie.
Fog. All right.
But we'll see the Peanuts in the championship.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who'll be in the championship?
Still be there.
Got Aladdin up against Ghostbusters.
Wow.
More one-word titles. Richie.
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Brian.
Aladdin.
Malcolm.
I'm going to vote for those bastards. Ghostbusters.
Okay. Austin.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Vote for the Keymaster. Are you the Keymaster? Ghostbusters. Richie, did you vote?
Yeah.
It's Ghostbusters.
Okay. Ghostbusters.
At least I made the championship. That's all I'm glad for.
There is no Dana. There's only Zool.
Monsters Inc. up against Loaded Weapon.
Brian.
Am I Monsters Inc.
Malcolm.
Loaded Weapon.
Austin.
Loaded Weapon.
Yeah. Chris.
Loaded Weapon.
I'll go a Loaded Weapon. Richie.
Loaded Weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
Puss in Boots' Last Wish and Aliens.
Oh no. Weird matchup.
I'm gonna go for Aliens.
Austin.
Aliens.
Yep. Chris.
Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens. Richie.
Aliens.
Brian.
I'm gonna go the other dog, Puss in Boots.
Yeah. It's aliens. All right. What's we got?
Casablanca and Jaws.
Casablanca.
Chris.
Casablanca.
I'll go Jaws. Well, for twice this episode. Richie.
Casablanca.
Brian.
Chris Scott, aka the Casablanca Kid, Casablanca.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Casablanca.
Yeah.
There
it is.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I know I'll probably die like in the next round, but it's alright.
Well, whatever wins tonight, you got to watch before part 2.
Yeah.
Sure.
You mean part 3?
Talladega Nights versus Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh, Talladega Nights. Possibly strategy here, maybe.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Anyways, Jordan.
Yeah, we got to go fast. Got to get your balls back. Talladega Nights. I'm a comedy guy. Richie.
I'm Travis Bickle. Test driver.
Brian.
Chip, I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. Talladega Nights.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I really enjoy seeing Batista reenact the you talking to me bit from the WrestleMania 21 promos about Taxi Driver.
Was it tied?
No, because I haven't voted yet.
Oh, okay. What do you?
Taxi Driver. Now it's tied.
Okay.
Talladega Nights.
Before you voted.
No.
Talladega Nights.
Elvis up against nobody. So Elvis
wins. Just a regular old citizen.
I mean, Elvis did work for the government.
I'll go nobody. Richie.
Nobody.
Brian.
The Snowman's coming, Elvis.
Malcolm.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Ooh.
Nobody.
So yeah, another tie to Malcolm.
It's gonna be Elvis.
Ooh. Okay. Elvis Presley.
Got Dirty Harry up against Beers and Butthead to America.
Right.
Beers and Butthead to America.
Brian.
Let's be a seagull. Be a to America.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Dirty Harry does America.
Ooh, okay. Austin.
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, take me away, lesbian seagull. Let's go, Beavis and Butthead.
You never heard us sing that song again? Just don't go on American Idol.
You know that's your favorite song, Chris.
It is my favorite song of all time. Yeah, the voice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry, American Idol's probably dead.
That's around.
Still around.
Fog versus Ghostbusters.
Just no good without Simon Cowell.
Brian.
Brian.
I go for American Idol. Ghostbusters.
Yep. Malcolm.
Ghostbusters.
Austin.
They need to call the Ghostbusters to kill those fucking ghost pirates. Ghostbusters.
Chris.
Ghostbusters. But I see what's coming up right now. This is.
Yeah, let's go Ghostbusters.
Richie.
And I would have gone the Fog.
Okay.
Got Loaded Weapon up against Aliens.
see this crossover movie.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
You know what? Loaded Weapon.
James Cameron would never let them parody one of his movies. No, I'm sure they do it, like Titanic and everything.
I can't. Aliens.
Chris.
I can loaded weapon.
Yeah, I also can. Loaded weapon. Slap hands.
Do it, Richie.
That was cringe.
Your face is cringe.
Hey, you can't leave a brother hanging. You can't. Brian.
Loaded weapon.
Malcolm.
I started it.
Okay.
I think loaded weapons moving on.
Loaded weapon.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Austin's all confused now. Like, what's happening?
No, it's not that. I'm legitimately really sleepy. I'm like starting to doze off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Casablanca up against Talladega Nights.
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Talladega Nights. Richie.
Casablanca.
Brian.
Talladega World Tournament, so Casablanca.
Yep. Malcolm.
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
All right.
And we've got Elvis up against Beavis and Butthead to America.
I think anything that goes up against Beavis and Butthead is just funny. It's a weird matchup.
Chris.
Beavis and Butthead, do America.
Yeah, I'll go Beavis and Butthead. Richie?
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Brian?
Beavis and
Butthead.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Beavis and
Butthead.
Have
What?
a
What?
chance
Who's
now.
there? Right.
Got Ghostbusters and Loaded Weapon.
Jordan.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go Ghostbusters. I can't do it. I want to, but Ghostbusters. Richie?
I can. Loaded weapon.
Brian?
I can as well. Loaded weapon.
Malcolm?
I can as well. Loaded Weapon.
There you go. Austin?
It's a part one of a 3-part series. Why not? Loaded weapon.
And Chris?
We had the room on a part one. You can do it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Sky High with part one as well.
I'm not mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about it.
Got Casablanca up against Beavis and Butthead to
Oh my God.
Look.
Most lopsided match in many.
Richie.
Casablanca.
Brian.
Beavis and Butthead has a chance to win a tournament soon. Beavis and Butthead.
Yep. Malcolm.
Casablanca.
Yep. Austin.
Now I'm kind of feeling like Casablanca should win your part 3. Beavis and Butthead to America.
Chris.
Casablanca.
Damn it. Quit whacking it in my tool shed. Beavis and Butthead.
It's a tie to me.
It's a part 1.
Shit. It's a tie to me.
What are you going to do?
Well,
with part 3.
I kind of feel like Casablanca, should win your championship because it's in your name. Part 1 is a little more anarchy driven.
It is.
So, yeah, Beavis and Butthead. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed. Like, man, like it'll be in my part 3. I'm so happy they made this far, guys. Thank you. Seriously. Holy shit. Like,
means the championship will be Beavis and Butthead up against Loaded Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they have guns.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what scene I want to see, so I know what I'm voting for. Austin,
Well, I can't. I'm not playing a scene because Jordan's got a 7-minute deepfake video.
I'm not sticking around for that, by the way.
You guys are free to leave, and I legitimately have to use the bathroom. So, like, I'm gonna just let it play for a while.
Just play it and then go to bed.
I can't. I gotta stop the stream. I can't. Otherwise,
No,
we'll
we can
come
flip
back
the
on
stream,
screen
roll.
and And
Love it.
and the stream just what you want the stream to go 9 hours? So
Yeah.
I look at them? No.
No.
Brian.
If it goes 9 hours, it'd be the longest certified ever. Beavis by Do America wants to have the list of unique winners.
Only I could log into your stream. Then I will. You
You can't do that midstream. We talked about this already.
Don't cross streams.
Loaded riffing.
You also can't do it when you haven't accepted the thing you sent me to join it.
Beavis and Butthead.
Awesome. Chris.
Beavis and Butthead.
And Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
There you go. Finally.
There it is.
Wow.
Oh.
About that time.
Yeah. Cool. Beavis and Butthead.
The Criterion Collection, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Is there actually a Criterion Collection version?
No, I think it's
that's hilarious.
That's awesome. Nice.
Wow.
So, well, that was a fun time. I'm glad we could get to some of Chris's favorite movies, and we'll have 64 more on Friday. So, yeah, we'll just do some quick plugs, and that'll do it. And I mean, we're under 3 hours still, just barely, but
Nah, we'll be well over with a 7-minute deepfake video.
True.
But
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll go to Richie first. And where can we find
All right, you can catch me, Lonely Marks, Wheel of Movies. Next Wheel of Movies we'll be doing. It'll be a couple weeks. We're doing Godfather Part 3 with Malcolm, so that'll be cool. And and then I'll be on tour. I'll be on Part 2 of this, so see what happens there, what anarchy we can ensue, and it's pretty much it as far as that goes. So yeah.
All right, sounds good. And Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, it won't be in Part 2 because I'll be in Toronto for the Money's Bank match on Saturday. Actually, I'll be there for the event. I'll plugs if I'll be here. I believe next term I'll be on the mystery tournament sometime next week. Piersco, I compete trivia. I'm in the finals of the ASAT Teams tournament facing against Ant-Man the Ghost, which I'm pretty lucky for. I'll come back there. Lifestyle trivia. I was on rank last night. Full Metal appear sometimes there. Multiplex and anywhere else.
All right, cool. Sounds good. And Malcolm, what do you have going on?
I just love how the placement of everyone's like perfectly lines up and keeps Chris in the center.
Yeah, right. Right in the center.
But you can find me on Tape Productions when I host Rankum. Next week we're doing top 12 human bacon movies. You can find me popping up on Full Metal, hosting trivia. You can find me on my new show that's on my personal YouTube channel, Middle Earth Media. Spear from the past. Just before this, we talked about WCW Beach Blast 92. Next week, we'll be doing Judgment Day from 2005. But yeah, you can find me in other places too.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, and Austin, what do you have going on?
Lonely Marks.
Okay,
That's it. Well, it's a light week this week. We really don't have that much.
Okay,
it's a holiday week. That's all I got. And the other Chris tournament. That's really it. It's a light week.
Are you doing Lonely Marks tomorrow? Is that when it is?
I don't think we're still doing it on Thursday. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. I mean, like,
that seemed to be concerned. Everybody was indifferent, so I'm guessing we're still doing it on Thursday.
Yeah, sounds good. And Chris, where can we find you?
So I will definitely be obviously on Part 2 of this on Friday. You guys, it was a lot of fun, even with all my hot takes on here. And some movies I realize I don't really like as much as I thought I did. But yeah, guys. So I'll be on that one. I mean, you can find me on. Well, let's see, Twitch at Casablanca Kid 84. Still trying to really push and kind of grow that. Also over on TikTok, however long that thing's still here for, it's still holding out. So Casablanca Kid as well over on there. So, guys, it's been fun. You guys have a great night.
Yeah.
Stick around for that deep fake video.
Yeah. And I'll just tell you guys, the deep fake isn't for you guys; it's for Chris. So if you need to go, it's all good. But if anyone wants to like come back later or see a part of it or whatever you want to do, but and I won't plug too much since we got a long video and people are getting tired. But I'll just say that come back Friday for part 2 of Chris's on top 128, and then the following week I'll just plug that. Depending on Chris's schedule, we might do the championship or we might have a mystery tournament. It'll be one of those two things on Tuesday, because I won't be here to spin the wheel of 64. So we'll have to figure out if like maybe Austin and Malcolm might want to do a selection show, maybe, but we'll see. But and then also 1 week from Friday, we're going to be doing the Battle of the Bonds, which will be all the Sean Connery. I'm just reading the first name on there. All the Bond actors, including Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig, and it'll be all their non-James Bond movies. So tune in for that. And then I also just want to say the best place you can find us is at the Movie Hero Network on Facebook, the group on Facebook. You can find us there. We post all probably the most over there. And then I was just going to plug our trivia. We have the Seen and Heard movie trivia going on. So we did a certified fresh match that's up on the channel. You can check it out. And then the next two matches we're going to have are going to be tournament matches. So I'm just going to read off who we have coming up next, because we're going to do 2 tournament matches in a row to kind of play catch up just a little bit. So the next group is going to be we have a 4-way match between Ryan Permerson, Ryan Payne, Moose Haas, and JTE. That'll be one. And then we're also going to have Steve Mesa versus Antonio Chavez, Ross Bristow, and Will Cohen. I'll let you play your tournament match for now. So, but that's gonna do it. So yeah, that'll be it. So if you want to stick around and enjoy some deep fakes, or if you need to go, that's fine. But for Richie Goodacre, for Malcolm Lay, for Brian Nussbaum, for Austin Pez Howell, for Chris the Casablanca Kid, I've been Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.